Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, Saskatoon Auto Connection, SaskHouses.com, Boston Pizza Restaurants of Saskatchewan, Richardson Lighting, Sask Camper, SaskTel Max TV, Curl Sask, and Realcast Media.
I'm not sure if I should say good afternoon or welcome back. It almost feels like we've had longer commercial breaks than the break we just took. But we are back for draw number 5, the third draw for the women's, the 2022 Provincial Junior Curling Championships. It will be the women today, but we've got men's games on as well on the outside sheets. My name is Sean Joyce. I'm here with Susan Lang. And yeah, we barely had enough time to turn around, and we're right back on the sheet.
Well, not only us, but two of these teams we just saw recently, so it's a very quick turnaround.
Well, and they're happy to be back on. You weren't with us just a few minutes ago. The 12 noon draw this afternoon. In A event action, it was Taylor over LaSalle. B event game, Kesslering over Hogue. The game we started with as our feature, Kessel defeated Lalonde, and it was Madison Kleider over Emily Haupstein in A event action on sheet D. The two losers of those A event games dropped down to play in the B, and they're right back on the ice. We're going to feature the game on sheet 3. So Emily Haupstein, one of those teams, right back on after a loss. Kara Kesslering won her game this afternoon and is right back on. And I guess if you got to have the short turnaround, probably feels a little better coming off of a win. The other game with the two teams on the short turnaround, Kessel and LaSalle on sheet 2, and we've got men's games on the outside. Riding against Bernoth on sheet A, and sheet D is Ede versus Druids. So before the game, both teams had a chance to have a practice session, and they draw the button for last rock here in the opening end. Throwing the blue stones is the Haupstein team, and they won that draw to the button. They've got last rock.
Good, a bit tight.
Curling out of the Sutherland Curling Club. Skip is Emily Haupstein. Skylar Ackerman's the third. Taylor Stremick the second. Abby Johnson the lead.
Hard. Where is it?
Coach
guard?
Travis Brown.
Okay, hard. Top 12. Roll it off. She said a bit tight, but I just need more ice too. Okay. That was good. 15-7.
Yeah, that would have been like top 8 with sleep.
Wow. Top 8, almost top 8.
Little tap on that stone. Not sure if it put it into the rings or not. For the Kesslering team, the skip, Kara Kesslering. Third, Riley Jeffries. Harper Doig is the second. And this is the lead, Kaylee Rosenfeld.
Mine's good.
They're out of the Granite Curling Club. Coach is Kelly Kesslering.
Lots of room.
Meet the teams brought to you by Sask Camper, clothing made for camping in Saskatchewan.
Bring it back.
It's there on its
Bring
own.
it back.
No, it's there.
That's okay. Sorry about that. 13-5 on that. Probably hit. Top 8. Oh, come on. Must not be in. Okay, same weight. Yeah, I like the same weight, yeah.
And assumptions are being made. Nobody told us if that red one was in or not, but yeah, I tend to agree. If it was in, they'd probably make a play on it here.
Yeah. Line's good, just top 8.
So lead,
running out there right
Abby
now.
Johnson trying to follow up her first rock.
Got room. Back 4. Slow down. Back 4?
T.
Okay, if it's back, go back.
It's just T.
14-3. Okay. That's good. Okay, good.
Yeah, good job on that one.
Come on, top. I didn't think we could go.
Is it back T?
It's not going to get to back 8, I don't think.
No, I didn't think so either. Sure.
Deep up the back, that's okay.
Well, if it was 14-3, that's just a little bit heavier than what we saw in the previous draw, a couple of feet. 14-3 in earlier today might have gone to that back 12-foot. But
Weight's close. I think so. Yep. Hard line.
Just a little late getting underway here. That's one of the issues you run into with the 4 draw a day is that these games get a little tight together, and they did do a full scrape between draws.
Well, that's just it. There's no shortcut with the ice preps, which is a real tribute to the juniors, giving them the best quality. And we have seen fabulous ice here this week already in Martensville. Congratulations to James Gordon for the hard work that James and the crew here are putting in.
Slight rub on the guard.
Queen.
Gives the Haupstein team a chance to perhaps sit 2 here.
Little big. Whoa.
Looking for the roll behind cover if she could get it.
Nice shot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was my bad. I could have won a little more. It's pretty good. 10-3. Shoot.
Even if you just peel it, that's okay. Yeah. Normal.
So looking to run that redstone back and catch one of the 2 blues anyway.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Yep, yep. Oh, It's okay.
Hits the red, drives it across everything in the rings.
Fight the 8.
So it's Haupstein sitting 2.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you got it.
Looking to come into the 8-foot was the call and sit 3. Wants to get a piece under cover, I would think.
Line's good. Close. Yeah, top 8. Yep. Top 8. Yep.
Top 12.
I think we're well. 2, 3. Yeah, 2. Yeah, it's just a 2. Yeah, it's just going sideways. Yeah, that. Interesting. That was weird. Just leave it.
Who's that? Normal?
I don't know. 4-3. She might have been
Pretty much.
That looked like it. I guess we haven't
Normal? Okay.
So they're puzzling their way through. That rock over-curled so much on them. Whether that grabbed a little bit or just the weight difference of what they expected.
Race, guys! Whoa.
So Briley Jeffries here looking to
Got a curl.
remove 2 of these blue rocks. One of them would
one.
be good.
So a little in out on the release. And ends up just pushing both of them in behind cover.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Did she
Top
flip
8.
it?
Yeah. Just split. Do you think something weird just happened to Taylor's?
Yeah, because she got a 4-3 on mine.
That's
and
what I got too, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'll throw a 4-4 then, hey?
Yeah, I like that.
I like that weight. You got it, right up.
Skylar Ackerman looking to
good.
just draw right in, top 12 foot.
I think we're there. Line's good.
Yeah, I
We
like
don't
it.
leave room.
Top 8? Or
Line's
room?
good, we have room.
Top 4.
Where? Just top 8. Taylor's rock, line only.
Top 4.
We were talking about the draw earlier this afternoon. I wanted to be careful about not running into people where I played with their grandfathers. It's close in this case.
Nice shot. That's good. Good.
Skylar, I used to curl with her mom in high school, and I know I've curled against her grandfather. I don't know if I curled with them.
Well, a lot of blue rocks here for the Kesslering team to have to deal with.
It's all there. Yep. Roll it, guys. Roll it. Nice shot.
Just peels the guard, rolls over for a corner.
3 are in. I think just a 3. Either that or top 12 Christmas tree, but I just like a 3 right now.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Nice and easy here, Rose.
Yeah, you got it.
So Skylar basically putting a guard on the rock that she just threw to the top 12 foot.
Yeah, they talked about coming in. I know what they're thinking. You know, you hate to throw a center guard at the same time. You're sitting 3 right now, and
yes, your opposition's in a lot of trouble.
if you actually come in behind cover, she's probably got at least a double
Needs
available.
To curl a ton. Needs to touch center.
We might slip in a hair.
Okay, I think you just got to Line's fine. Wait. Line's coming. Finish it a bit.
We're gonna
right to your
She's going to have to curl quite a bit.
We're still out.
Finish
We're
it a
out.
bit.
We're
Yeah,
out.
finish it.
We're out.
Yep, hard finish. Hard finish. Yeah. That's good there. Good. Nice spot. 16-5.
Well, maybe not straight back, but try and get
Yeah,
something
that's good. Nice
Yeah,
finish.
if you nose it, I think it would be good.
But we don't want to leave a...
Sorry, it's just a little...
Because then we can't get in.
Oh, that's true.
Not too bad.
So
Like
what
that
side?
came to the
Probably
same
that
spot as
side.
your...
Maybe if we can clip this one. If not, just peel.
So Kara
Wait, you're doing
already
heel?
Do you like peel or
thinking
do you
about
want
what
Well,
her
whatever
last
you're
shot
comfortable
could
with.
be, trying to get in on the out turn, that she doesn't want to really leave
You got
a
her.
red rock to possibly block that. So trying to
Heel?
stay as much to the broom side as
maybe
possible.
clip one of the ones that's in the house?
Yeah.
Really needs to move one of those stones. Possible to get two of the ones out of the rings as well here if she hits this. There's a couple of different ways to do it.
And not even so much out of the
nose,
rings,
right?
but just out of the top of that forefoot area.
The guard there.
Well, if she's going to get both of them on the top of the forefoot, she does have to run it straight back. She could run it on a bit of an angle, catch the one at the edge of the forefoot, and perhaps catch that one and the one at the back, so she could move two out of the rings that way. At this point in time, just looking to cut the damages. It is the Haupstein team with last rock here in the first end.
Wade's good. Whoa. Yep.
Close on the straight back.
Roll it.
Gets the one out of the top of the forefoot, but just the one.
This look good.
I agree. Top 8 again. So I was having here for probably split center. So I
Really
think
good
we'll go
shot.
like there. Do you think that's min or you like
Yeah,
that?
good shot. It was a very
It might
nice
be
throw.
min.
Good shot, nice throw. Probably
But
got
even if you
as
don't
unlucky as
tap
she
there,
could
that's-
off
yeah,
of it to
that's
hit
totally
it like
fine.
that
I'd
and
rather
only move
be
one of those
guard
blue
area
stones.
over curl. Just fight the 8 foot.
Even if you
Yeah.
just nudge one of those other
got it
ones,
then.
just
Yeah.
when they're going to
Just like
line
the
like that
8
half behind the guard,
is good.
she's not going to have much to shoot at with her last
Try to
one.
get
And
at least half buried.
they're going to try to put a third one in that same line here.
Speed's nice. Might have to finish it here. But, yeah. You got it. Just a little less of my LSD?
Yes.
Yeah.
And on her LSD, she completely covered the button. That's why they had hammer. Kara actually drew beside the button T line, just missed it on the line.
Top 8! Right here!
Jump the sweep on this one early. It's still got a lot of line.
Right to my broom. Line's good. It's all you. Line's good. It's all you.
Coming now. They'd like to get a piece behind the guard if they could. I don't think they're going to bury this at all.
We're almost to it. Are we to it? Yeah. We're almost. No. Finish it. Yep. We're to it. Close to it. Good judge, girls. That's a good spot. Shoot. 15-5. Do
Do you want to draw here,
got a
and then if
50
you
for
ever
me.
come,
Got a
like
62.
if you are touch
think so.
heavy, we can come up to that one.
It might be.
No, I don't think if we sit beside behind my
I don't know if she's
I don't
got
know.
enough room to make the draw in there. I don't think so.
I don't, and I don't think,
I think Coach
Kelly's going to let
just-
them play this.
I think you have
There's
to
a
play
double
the
there
hit
for
in.
sure.
Yeah. Just minimize
Probably just
trouble
between-
here.
As you can see, if you get nose hit, you probably get two of them.
Okay.
If you hit a quarter on the center line side, you may get all three.
Okay.
What do you mean
Peel?
by that? Like you're trying to hit this?
Go for nose if it's outside. So peel weight.
Okay.
Maybe you can. I
I
don't
like
Yeah.
there.
Okay. I like it too. You got it.
To get the triple, what Kelly was talking about, you got to drive the first one kind of over the top of the second one to get it all the way out the side.
I don't know if
That second one's still going to come pretty close to straight back, but close enough together. It's
Try and
gonna,
get a
you're going to get a little
double.
drag, but
I was like, what?
hit them on the line they're in. You should get the back too.
Well, again, as we've talked a couple of times, that the parts of the game that you have to learn is to be able to see those angles. And Kelly, being an experienced curler, just jumped right out at him. But it's a learned process to figure out how these rocks will react.
Kelly's actually curled with me before, so I don't think we have to call him an experienced curler. We can just call him an old guy.
Yep. Hard. Yep, you got it. Yep. All the way, guys.
Ooh, just got past
Get the
that
triple
guard.
the other way.
Right.
No, it misses the back one when they do it that way.
Still a great throw.
Can you see?
Well,
Just
might have
did
got a
she
piece
get
under the
underneath
guard.
that guard?
It would have rolled a little bit with what she hit.
Here, no. Oh, I guess this is for 3.
Listen
Never
to
mind.
try.
There, we have the whole house
Yeah,
to roll,
I like
right?
it.
What kind of weight are you thinking?
Either 11 or 12.
I don't What was your
I don't mind
first
trying like an 11.
I don't mind the 12. I just.
Here's another look at it, and you can see that blue stone that she made contact with first is just edge to
Look, she
edge, and she
just
gets
got past that guard.
just a couple of inches roll over, enough to make this shot a little trickier.
I think this is close, Em. If anything, it's probably
About 2/3 open.
Ran pretty straight and
Yeah,
out. But
if it's an 11,
what do you think?
you
Is it
just
good?
If you can just get it out, you've got 2. If you can hold the shooter, it's for 3.
I like it. They can finish it.
Yeah, I think this is close.
Oh,
Wait,
Just 12.
okay,
Yeah. We have the whole house to roll if we need, but
yeah.
we'll be able to finish it in.
You got it.
Nice 12 here.
Well, we talked about it off the start, the fact that we've got one team coming off a loss, one team coming off a win. Well, the team coming off the loss has a chance to take some momentum right here.
That's right. It's a nice chance to get some command here.
Off center.
She's
We're
quite
up.
a bit off center
Taylor.
line here, but we do know it'll dive once it crosses that center line.
Hard,
We're
Taylor.
up. Hard line. Hard
Looking for
Taylor.
Curl
Yeah,
now.
hard
She's
Taylor,
got a
hard
piece of
Taylor.
the red.
We're good. It's good.
Can she hold the shooter? Hits half. With that quiet weight, she just rolls over to the edge, the 8-foot, and Emily Haupstein will pick up 3 points here in the first end. Jumps out to an early lead here.
Sorry, that was really confusing.
In B event action, we'll be back with the second end right after this.
We can go to curl and it'll be fine, or we can go to straight and it'll be fine.
Viterra is proud to support Saskatchewan curling through our partnership with CurlSask. This includes being the presenting sponsor for the Viterra Scotties Tournament of Hearts, an excellent showcase for our world-class curling talent. We also support community curling for people of all ages, including several youth clinics across the province to teach our next generation of lifelong curlers. Through our ongoing support of CurlSask, we hope to continue growing the sport of curling in Saskatchewan, because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Hey you! Are you looking for a way to give back to the future curling champions of Saskatchewan and maybe win some extra cash? CurlSask is presenting the Junior Curling Online 50-50. With draws happening once a day during the event, there's lots of opportunities to win. All proceeds go back to junior curling in Saskatchewan. Ticket prices are $3 for $10, $10 for $20, and $50 for $50. For more information or to get your tickets, please visit curlsask.ca/curlsask5050.
Second end just underway.
There.
After 3 in the first end, I think the call was to come in here, but this is going to come up a little bit short. They've got the center guard.
I got a 4-2.
Top four.
I thought she had a good ass. Like, I like the feel of it. Like,
I think like that's like sticking up.
Kesslering looking to come around that. Could opt to throw a corner guard herself here.
Shoot, sorry.
It is just the second end.
Well, I like this call too because if you ice it tight and you end up chipping over and you get your 2 corner guards anyways, you've got 2 options come in. You know, that very top full 8-foot, but
You do. Now, I don't know if a junior team is going to do this, but
Hard line.
a men's or women's team, if you called the rock in and you got a center guard, they come around it, you're running that back.
It's okay.
Go for line or what? Or what line?
This is actually going to come well out into the open. Look at that. Fully open on the other side.
Kara, was she in
just a 12. If you do this, that's fine.
We talked about it a little bit yesterday, the format here. Haven't talked about it at all today, but again, 8-team triple, so it's a quick path through the A. If you can go through the A, you only need 3 games to make the playoffs. But that B event's still all important because you win the B. It's the winner of the A versus the winner of the B in the 1-2 game. The winner of that one goes directly to the final. The loser drops to the semifinal. So if you can stay in the B, that's huge.
Really nice. Yep. Hard Taylor.
For Emily Haupstein, not a lot of time to recover from her dreams of an A event win and right back on the ice. That 3 is huge in the first end.
Shouldn't just.
well, they did play very well in their A semi game against Clyder, but Clyder's team had an outstanding game. So that's what you have to take away on this quick turnaround is that you did play well. You just played against a very strong opponent.
What was it?
13. Was I down?
But again, it's a good test of resilience to be able to bounce back and just keep focusing straight ahead. It is a long march through this B event. 3 games again at the spot where they at right now.
And had they won the game this afternoon, they'd be 1 win away from the playoffs. come around, attempt, slides a little deep, does hang on for second shot at the back 12.
There's like a piece of hair that's like tickling my face.
You got this, Taylor?
Yeah, and it needs to leave.
It's just a little hair sticky, if anything.
I think you can throw your like 4.4, 4.35, yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Line's good. Yeah, I think we're there. Should be there. Top room. Top floor. Okay, room. Go close. Can we leave it high? Take it? Can we leave it high? It's like top floor. Yeah, we're 4 foot. Finish. T-line. Finish, yeah. We're T-line. Right here. Hard. We're not quite there. Hard finish. Just finish it. Hard, 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 hard. That's good there. Okay, shot. Scoop. Yeah, it finishes in.
I don't mind this.
Okay.
Like normal?
Okay. You got it.
Normal! Yep. Yep, hard line, yep. Yep.
Looking for the hit and roll behind cover.
Hard on the roll, Bri.
Going to make the hit, but this might be a little thin. It's going to roll too far.
That's okay.
Will hang on in the back 12, so
Okay,
second
maybe
and third belonging
maybe at
to
the top.
Kesslering at the back.
Could you put it back?
Shot stone is buried,
over
top of
here.
the 4 foot. Maybe starting to feel a little lonely. Meanwhile, on sheet B, the final stone for LaSalle. Drawing against.
Couple of red, but I think
Rubs the
she
guard
got
and-
fortunate there.
Rubs the guard, but comes into the side of the 8 foot. Will pick up her single point.
Yeah. Little firm. Yep. Clean.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of pixie dust out there to
You know,
make
after
your
the
shot.
rub, that ended up at the
Up,
T line. Had she not rubbed, it might have been through.
Yeah, just 10.
So
That's fine.
works out for them.
Good call on that, Ups.
Listen, and you should be.
What?
Nose hit there leaves
Inside my last
Haupstein
one.
sitting 2.
Little.
Okay.
Yeah, you could just see Emily thinking there, you know,
Where do you wanna
playing at the
peel?
back of the rings wasn't her first choice, but she doesn't
I can
want
see
those
half
red
of
rocks
it.
to start building.
Honestly,
So
sick.
good call there.
Like back line,
Sitting 2,
wait.
still
Okay,
very
back
nicely
line.
positioned rock there in the top 4 foot.
You got it. Even if it doesn't just go all the way out, but just move it.
Wait serve. Back line.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh.
Harper Doig looking to make a play on shot stone. This came by the guard with plenty of room.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Kara taking responsibility for that one, so I guess the weight was what was called and just a little over panicked on the sweep. They had lots of room coming by. Does poke it out into the open, that helps.
Absolutely. So it's still not a made shot, but you did improve the situation just a little bit, which, as I said, it does help.
Little hot.
Yeah, I
Line's
don't want
good. T-line. Line's good.
T-line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Needs to
back
curl.
4.
We're on this?
No. Yeah, we're on it.
Hard finish.
We're bouncing it.
Hard finish.
We're bouncing it. We're just a little bounce. City bounce. Sorry.
That's fine.
Just to the inside edge of her own stone, nudges off a
15.
little.
But it was just off in that Neverland for a decision where it was T-line weight, so they didn't want to sweep it.
What do you like?
They made the right call. It looks like they got a corner underneath at least.
I think we gotta get something to go.
Line would have came really nice.
Is there a double?
I don't think so. Not with the
Could I
guard.
hit and roll?
I think if you roll on top, that should be good.
Okay.
Normal?
Yeah.
Line looks pretty good.
Weight's
Weight's
good.
good.
Yep.
Shoot, hard line. Gotta go.
Yep.
Really curling towards the guard now, and not going to get by. And nobody warned the sweeper. So. Had to do some quick footwork to get out of the way of the roll. Does peel the guard off, so Emily looking to replace that now, maybe put it a little more directly in front of the shot stone now.
So Skylar just needs to take a few feet off of that first throw of hers. They certainly know the line here. But again, this is where the challenge comes in. As you take that 10 feet off, how much more is it going to curl with that less weight?
Where are we? 2.5. Over and off. 2. Okay, leave it there. Whoa. Sit. That's fine.
How much can you see? I think well, the one half.
Were you guys saying half?
Abby said 2.5.
That's a good look at it. She's definitely covered more of that stone.
I think you just freeze here.
But again, they were losing the line very quickly on it.
Just top 4.
Really tough to make anything good with this. I thought they might still look at coming around the other side.
Line looks good.
Just back 8 foot weight, maybe try to move one.
Well, it certainly has a big enough curl and a high enough guard that you could probably come by with backline weight and jiggle some things around.
Where do we have the time?
It's back 12. Like, it's not coming down.
I think we're on that one.
Sorry.
Comes
Don't
right
be
by
sorry,
everything
that was my
and
bad.
touches her own stone, but it stays in the back 12, so it's Haupstein sitting 3.
What's she gonna do right now if we don't throw? Draw to the pin? Probably draw. Like, I think we just come here.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. We always have this to like nudge in if we need. I like that. Fully buried, top 8 is fine. Okay. Do you like coming this way? I think so. Just because I like this way for sure.
Your rock, first one down that
I don't mind just singing a little. Because we want to like split center basically. Yeah, like we can be fully buried. Yeah. I like this. Here's fine. We can really finish it too. So I like this. Yeah.
It curls up pretty good here.
Yeah.
Couple of reasons here actually why you want to make sure you get this under the guard, but
just gonna draw.
probably the biggest one is if you don't bury this, your rock will act as another guard that she actually can get around. Right now, those 2 stones in the 4 foot and the angle that they're at, it's really hard for her to come around that out-turn side and get buried behind
same weight as my last end there?
Behind the rocks and still have shot rock.
Okay.
So you don't want to end up leaving her a wider guard here where she'd have more room.
Line's good, a little tight.
Top 8.
Okay, top 8's good.
Top 12.
Right to here. Yeah, line.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Gotta go for
Really tight.
Tight. Okay, well then, leave it high.
Breathe in.
You finish it buried.
2.
A little deeper. Yeah, finish it. Yep. Okay, 17.
If we freeze up here,
Well, to your point now, Sean.
Gives you a little more protection.
I just slow kick.
You can see with that original guard where it is, she didn't have room to put a redstone beside the blue in the rings and be covered, whereas if she's right beside it now, she'd be mostly covered and could be shot rock.
Top 4 or T?
T. Try for T.
Sorry, just spit down.
Top 4 isn't bad.
You don't want to go the other way just in case you're heavy?
No.
You can't get shot the other way.
Alright.
I think you can,
Well, leave it, and then you really
but you'd have to play to move the stone that's full 4 foot and try to get to the inside of it.
Yeah, no.
I wonder if that's why she didn't play it on Jaylee's first or on her second stone, thinking she couldn't get shot. But again, on your third, second stone like that, sometimes your shots are building shots.
Well, that would have been the time to play it. Even if you don't get to the inside, if you just tap it back and then sit on the other stone.
And set up for
Exactly.
a subsequent shot.
Probably a little late to do that now.
Now she needs big button weight. She did have T-line weight on her LSD.
Well, that's really not.
Doesn't have it here.
No worries.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
It's going to slide right through the back.
I think so. And higher is up.
And, you know, I was watching Kara come down. She watched that rock go right to the stop, so she knows exactly where that one was. That's big because she's probably going to have to draw with the last one.
And again, that's one of those multitude of little things is to make sure that the person, like your third, doesn't stop that rock.
Yeah.
As it goes to the hack, you need to see exactly how much of an adjustment you need on your second one.
Goal is just to go full four, top four.
I know that's so tempting
You
as the
bite the
person,
button,
you know,
even,
holding the broom and
splitting center.
see the rock
Wanna
come
make
through
sure
and you
it's
just
at
want
least
to
tucked some
push
piece
it
of
off to the corner, but no, you
tolerance is
let
like
it come
top
to the
eight, top
stop
12.
and
Right, that's fine.
learn from as
I'll
much
give
as
you
you
a
can
little
from
more
that
here.
shot.
Same as LSD. Not much
Line's
more.
good. Should be all there.
Okay, top four.
Yeah.
I think we're close.
Okay,
Line's really nice. It's all you.
T.
Okay, well then.
We're curling.
Desperately don't want to be heavy here. If it's going to be heavy, you want to be real heavy.
Top
Curl
four.
it nice.
Top four.
Even's okay.
Yeah, you can go.
Finish
You
it.
can go a bit. You can go
Yeah,
a bit.
gotta touch center for sure.
You can go.
Gotta touch center.
Yeah, we're
Weight coming down nicely now.
That's good.
Okay,
Good judge. Good. It's good.
Comes and bites the
15,
8 foot.
It doesn't seem to slide on that at all.
Sitting
Draw,
4.
Or, yeah.
Sorry. That's
Or
okay.
that is long
It's
enough. You
not
can
sliding,
get by
like,
it and try that. Up to you. You like this better?
I like the
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a touch more.
This probably forces her to go just a little bit wider. Then it's going to change your path a little bit.
Changes the path, but what we've noticed with this ice, it's so nice that it doesn't change the weight. You know, the further out you go, you don't have to make that adjustment for throwing a little bit more. You can throw the exact same weight as you would as if that broom is in the middle of the 4 foot or the middle of the 8 foot.
Minimum.
Just 4 foot, right? Full 4, T, button.
Yeah, I got a touch button.
Yep. As close as we can.
What would you say, like, Harper? Like 310? 320?
Yeah.
Okay.
330, 340, sure. Just touch button, it'll be great.
Line's good.
Maybe a little
You
down.
gotta go.
The sweeper's picking it up early.
Yeah.
She knew she had to throw less weight.
Gotta go, guys.
Where's weight?
All the way.
Not just weight. They're going to have to go to get by that blue stone at the top of the 8 foot right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know if she really got out to the broom on that shot.
No, I don't think that's going to get by now. I'm not sure if she
All
comes
right,
to that
that's good.
stone, if she's going to beat out the one at the back. It's a steal of 3 for sure, and it might be 4.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I just got it. Yeah.
No, I
Okay. By the looks of it, 3.
Yeah, I would agree. Just 3.
So back-to-back 3s here to start things off for the Haupstein team. They now have a 6-0 lead after 2 ends of play. Kesslering will have last rock again when we play the third.
When you buy a lottery ticket in Saskatchewan, your money really goes a long way. More than 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups receive funding from Sask Lotteries every year.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
Good tight.
Yeah. So that's
Sean Joyce, Susan Lang here with you from the Martensville Curling Club for the 2022 Provincial Junior Curling Championships. Women's action on here this afternoon, and Emily Haupstein
Make it tight. Make it
maybe
tight.
a little annoyed after a
tight.
semifinal
Okay.
loss in the A event this afternoon and
16-6.
taking it out
That's what I
on
think. Yeah.
Sarah Kesslering here.
2.
They have certainly come out firing.
Over, curl.
Yeah, same kick. Yeah. Okay, whoa.
It's okay.
You, Taylor? We're pretty close to the same. Yeah. Same weight.
But again,
Close.
if you're the Kesslering team and your opposition
Like, you just gotta work
puts up a
with
center
it.
guard for you, I'm sure Coach Travis Brown on the Haupstein team is going, why are we not top 4 foot?
Well, I don't think they called for it. I heard them talking about if we're playing the same shot, throw the same weight. So I don't know whether they thought that stone picked or if perhaps they think the lead's first stone is a little heavier.
Yeah, so it's still,
15-2. Finish if you can. Yeah.
with that scoreboard, that's not exactly where you wanted your first rock to go, but
Nope.
but this is a good way to make amends for that. So you
Really nice.
put the pressure on.
15-2. Yep.
Comes down to that stone, nudges it to the back 8 foot.
It's okay. 12. Yeah, you got it. Got it, Taylor. Okay,
Just leave it. Just leave it.
Just leave it, guys. It's okay. I think just top 12, top 8. Yeah, top 12, top 8. Yeah, you got it, Taylor.
Back a few years ago, Taylor was in my
Not sure
Yep,
you're
hard
going
guys.
to have much after this. Definitely inside here. Might get the tick double. Well, and that just pushes another one into the rings, and there is no hole.
That's all right.
So do you
Or do you not just want to throw normal at
It's a
that?
little tougher, I think, on this way. She has more
Yeah,
room
they
this
get a lot
way,
of
I
rocks.
think. Yeah?
Probably made the in-turn draw, if it's even there, even harder
if you
by
come
pushing
right
that
here.
stone to the top 12.
Like edge on
Yeah.
edge with that one.
Or
That's pretty
if
good.
we're up high,
Yeah,
that's fine.
higher's fine.
So let's just probably take edge.
I think so. 9 3/4.
I'll throw it solid here.
Yeah, do you think it'll be a little sticky right here?
I think this is both
Anywhere in
sides.
that path will be fine.
Yeah, do you like this ice or do you?
I like that.
Yeah, okay.
I'll give it a good release.
Okay. Same kick though.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for Kara Kesslering right now.
Path isn't bad,
I
but
think was it
going just for a 2.
in a situation
You got it.
similar to this, it might have been
Lines them up.
Guy Hemmings, who once upon a time said the best play might be to turn the lights out and switch the scoreboard.
that's about their best play right now,
Yeah.
just the way it's, where we just had that little bit of technical difficulty a couple minutes ago. I think that's kind of what the
Switch the names on the
Kesslering
scoreboard.
Now needs to
Yeah.
curl. No line.
Get it off the line.
Yeah, they're just
Taylor.
some days
Even more than top 12.
at the shop. Now this one's really hanging out here
Yeah,
quite a way.
it's not going to block that path at all.
I don't know if it helps at all with.
Okay. It just ran the line. Yeah. Just super straight. This side or that side.
I kind of think
Probably
this side,
doesn't
if you
look
just
any
have
better
a
from the
really
hack
good
now, though. That port starts to get small.
But at least
got it.
there's a sliver of a hope to get a point here with a fantastic draw.
Well, we've said
Those
this
are-
before. Kara's facing 3.
Yes.
Just draw, guys.
But again, it's one of those, Haupstein's team is
Do we have to
making
touch
a
that blue
lot of their shots really well, and
Coming behind
Kesselring's
it.
team has not had a strong
We're coming behind that
execution
blue? Yeah.
game so far.
Because that blue's top 4.
Yeah. Well, that's just what we need. Like, can we get around
Try and
it?
get.
Do you think it's not going to stay on that line out there that just she was just on?
I hope not.
You hope not?
I was
Or
gonna
should we
say.
take less ice?
No, I think
No, she's moved the broom in. That broom's not in the same place.
Weight's a little
Line's
down.
good. Where's
Okay,
Wade?
gotta go then.
Top 8.
Sweevers jumped this one right away as well. She was short on
Mine's
her
good.
final stone last end.
All the way.
Has to make the port.
Right
All the way,
up.
guys. Yep.
Has to get all the way to the 4
All
foot.
the way, guys. Go, go, go.
Hard. You still got it. You still got it. Yeah. All the way. All the way.
You got it. Go, 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 go.
Weight's close. Not going to get by the blue stone at the top of the 4, so it's going to be a steal of 2 here, and Now an 8-0 lead for Emily Haupstein here in this B quarterfinal. Winner will move on to the semi. Loser will drop down to the C event. There's a lot of pressure now on the Kesslering team to play comeback.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. I started our service center in 2018 because it's hard to find an auto service shop you can trust. At Auto Connection, our core values are honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're happy to text you photos or videos of your car's problems to help you make better, more educated decisions. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
It's time to give your old phones a fresh start. When you donate your old phones at a SaskTel store, we put phones and phone cards into the hands of people in transition shelters fleeing domestic abuse and youth transitioning out of social services care. Be the reason behind someone's fresh start. Learn more at sastel.com/fresh start.
Curl Sask is hosting a province-wide 50-50 fundraiser. This is your chance to win money while supporting youth curling in Saskatchewan. Ticket prices are $3 for $10, $10 for $20, and $50 for $50. Visit curlsask.ca/curlsask5050 for more information and to buy tickets. Thank you for supporting future curling champions in Saskatchewan.
This is not just the same end over and over, it's just the way things have been working out. They've dropped another center guard up here.
I thought that was just a slower kick.
Okay, it sounds like this one they think it was just the way it was thrown. Regardless, it is a center guard, and now the corner guard going up.
Outside. 2. Outside, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Kara was so close on that draw, just about another foot more weight, and she had that corner of the forefoot. When it's just not quite your day, you just come up with that little bit light, but it's a really good attempt.
Sorry, just a little more here, Abs. Yeah. Okay, you got it.
But she does need a little support here from the rest of her teammates. It would be nice to have a strong end here and get that execution level back up. So a good start with the red corner.
Line's good, a bit tight. Top 8?
Yeah. Top 8.
Yeah. You can probably go.
Now looking for the come around.
Hard line.
Hard
Hard
line.
line. Hard.
T-line.
Hard. 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 All the way.
Love it.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
I want to get this in before I forget. I was talking to the players before the game. Of course, I like to make sure that I've got confirmation of all the pronunciations.
Just
and
soft.
Haupstein coach Travis Brown, known Travis for a lot of years, and so Travis was going out of his way to pronounce all the names wrong to see if he could get me in trouble.
It wasn't
I think that
And I have told him that henceforth we will now be calling him Travis Taupe.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to say Brun.
Yeah, you just have to kick with more. Yeah. Like the
For
time's
Brown.
necessarily hog to hog, don't you
Well,
know?
Taupe is light brown.
So, yeah.
It seems like you gotta work harder.
I agree.
Back 8.
Touch outside.
Is there a tap and roll?
Still got a curl.
Great weight, Abby.
Ride, hard ride.
You're a bit soft on it.
Okay. Yeah, really nice.
Oh, it's gone.
Travis, of course, as we know, has always been long involved in coaching. He's a mentor coach in the high performance programs, but also works with Amber Holland's women's team, and they had a tremendous run this year at the Scotties, getting through to the semifinals before they lost out.
Even like my time, like it was. I thought it was through.
Can we peel?
We just get this one, it's okay.
I think,
We can only peel our own. We
if
can.
I remember right,
Peel.
he curled mixed one
just
year
peel
with
this?
Amber too, and I talked to Amber about that, and she says, well, that's not happening again.
Well, at first I just thought she just wanted to peel her own. I was like, yeah, that's great.
Okay. Just 9.
Okay.
Just 9.
Yeah, nice 9. Taylor.
We talked about this possibility a couple ends ago. You try coming around the blue guard that they didn't want there in the first place, and they might just try to run it back. They don't have to wait for 5 stones on their own rock.
9. Yep.
You're right. You're always allowed to remove your own rock from play in the free guard zone.
Hard roll, Ab.
Over curled on it a little bit, but gets
okay.
the straight peel.
That works.
Rolls the
Yeah,
shooter
yeah.
off
Just
to
slid
the
her
edge
hair
of the
tight.
sheet.
Probably needed a hair more ice.
Yeah. Top 12?
Okay.
What? That's fine.
3 is good too.
I just don't want to leave a double. You got it.
Mine's
Wait's
good.
there.
Mine's
Where?
good. Top 8, sorry, top 8. Mine's good. Top 8. Curling now.
Needs to
Oh!
curl.
Can we freeze? Can we freeze? Mine's coming really nice. Yep.
Okay.
Good shot.
Really nice.
Would have liked maybe a foot higher with that line, but it ends up in a great spot.
I probably.
The only double
Maybe
would be the
just
thin
feel it,
tick
it's
double. That's a
okay.
little risky.
I'd say that was.
You don't want to flirt with just rubbing the guard.
Like it rubbed a little bit, so
Straight
that's
peel
good.
guard, play the run back.
I mean,
Got it.
it's very-
Peel. Yeah, you got this, Taylor.
The thing you have to like about this call and how decisive she was, you've got an 8-point lead here, and she looked for, okay, which is the easiest red to make go away? It's the guard, and there's a chance you could get 2 or 3 of them if you hit this just right.
Yeah. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Just sliding a bit tight. Okay.
I was going to say, might not have been all the way out to the broom on that one.
That
Peels
works.
the guard. 2 in the rings available for a double now, so
Even 2 is
Tara
good.
going to look to guard them.
Lighter's better.
You got it. I'm gonna try to throw a 2. We'll see where it actually goes.
Well, this is one of the few times in the game where the Kesslering team has a chance to build on some shots here.
Looks good. 2. It's all there. Got Kaylee. Yeah, got a curl.
Hard, Kaylee.
Hard.
Hard,
Feet
Kaylee.
over. Yep. Feet over, guys. Yep.
I didn't mean it to be that light.
It's okay.
That guard is really long and probably left the one exposed that leaves a double.
One. Oh,
Was
nice
she-
shot,
Okay.
Harper. Just off
outside?
nose. Yeah.
Is she outside?
Not quite half.
But
Just 9. Yeah, I like 9. Okay, you got it.
I didn't mind the guard call there, but you really have to make it. At some point in time, had they stuck around, had these stayed where they are, you might look at wiggling them around to try not to leave that double so easy, but second stone's the guard was probably the call, just didn't make it.
Firm.
No, just needed a few feet more weight, I
Hard.
think, to get the line that they were looking for.
Whoa. Yeah.
Just gets
hard,
the
hard,
one.
Hard. Whoa,
Rolls
whoa.
the shooter over behind the corner.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give more ice. I'll give you more ice.
Like
No,
here?
I squared it a bit.
Where's that?
Top 4.
Top 4?
I think that ice is
that's
okay.
good. Lighter's better too. Yeah.
This could be
Mine's
interesting where
good.
she places this red
Mine's
rock if
good.
she comes
Maybe
in.
a
I'm
little
just
up.
checking the
Yeah,
angles
hard
here.
line,
That
yes.
could be very difficult
Hard,
to
hard line.
remove if she comes across
Hard
this
line,
one in the
guys.
rings.
Hard
For
line.
sure.
Hard line. Gotta get it past the guard.
Well, I can't seem to buy a break. That weight would have been really nice. It crashes the guard. Now the shot stone is wide open.
She was a little bit inside. All right, just trust it. You got it.
Haupstein has second shot on the edge of the 8-foot now, a chance to make a play on shot rock, and they're looking to roll under cover again.
You probably just couldn't hear, I guess, eh?
Close, weight's good.
I think it's a hair off.
Clean.
Little firm.
Whoa.
No.
Right off.
No.
Weight
Other
way.
way.
Yeah.
It's a little firm.
A little big. Yeah. Roll a bit. Yep.
Plan B, hit and rolled it behind the other corner.
Okay. The other ones.
I think it stayed out mostly open.
Good. You want to do this? Good.
If we hit
If I
this blue
wiggle
one
around,
and roll
I'm kind of
this
behind
way,
that. It looks
are
like that
we
rock's pretty much wide
shot
open,
or
but
no?
No. You'd
you
have to
can't
roll
roll
this
to
way
the
to get shot.
behind the corner guard, still be shot. It's a long roll to go across to the other
you like
side.
better?
It might be easier just to draw there.
I kind of like the draw
Yeah.
here. I think
I
you've
like
got a
the
lot of
draw.
options here.
Was my weight a little up? Yeah.
Well, and you know,
Kara, that's enough ice
still
to
a
get
few rocks to
behind.
come
Like,
to see how this
I
end
think
develops, but leaving that rock there, and this is a good look at it here, it is wide open.
do you
If you
think
ever
my weight
needed
was
it to come off of
close or
with your
still?
last one for an extra point or two,
Top 12
given the
weight?
scoreboard, you might like to have that there to give you an option. It's not hurting you where it is.
Outside, maybe a touch.
Weight's good.
Not bad.
All you guys.
Mine looks good.
If anything, it has to curl.
No. It's coming nice.
It's curling now. The line looks pretty good.
To go a bit. Yep.
Need to just nibble forefoot to get shot rock. They might have waited a little too long on this one.
Are you kidding me?
She had great line. They just left
It's
it too
good.
long, and it sits third.
Tap there, but we're still 2.
Yeah.
So we really need to mess with that. What if you just throw a guard? Like what if you come right here? Well, she probably hits and rolls
She
under.
hits and rolls off the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Even if you show half, like if she tries to hit it, she'll roll open.
Yeah. Just top 4, even with the 6.
Yeah.
Is it in there? So probably there. Maybe a hair more.
Yeah, I like taking max.
Maybe just give it there.
Yeah, I think so. We can finish it.
Yeah, edge of 8. Just bite the forefoot. Kind of want to make it even with Skylar's second one there, the one that's open.
Yeah.
Try to bury at least half of it.
Okay.
Tuck it under the red.
You got it.
Is it still like 4-4 here?
Yeah. Yeah. Line's got a little tight. Yeah, early. Yeah, top 8. Hard line. Gotta go. Is it light? Yep. Okay, leave it. Leave it.
Where?
Top 12.
It was top 8.
Can we freeze to this?
No.
No, we're 3. Leave it then. Leave it. Shoot. Good judge. Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't really change the shot
63,
options here.
what
She's
was
got
a good
the draw still. She could play the hit and roll behind cover.
Just a little down.
Do you want to come with this?
Looks like that's what she's
release.
opting for right now.
I think that looks pretty good.
Okay.
Normal.
You got it.
Those are a few draw shots that Emily's come up light on. A couple of her guards have been 6 feet shorter than what she's wanted, so it's just like the really keen ice, the really quick ice has been a bit of a challenge for her.
Uh,
Some of it too is
to
it's
be on-
keeping focus when you're up 8-0.
The other side of that, and this, I don't know if this is the way she was thinking or not, but you couldn't blame her for it. We have seen a lot of rocks slide deep in the first 2 days here, and in the situations she's been in, the one thing she couldn't ever do was slide back T-line, so she's erred on the side of being light and see how far the sweepers can take it.
Whoa.
Kara looking for the hit and roll behind cover here. And this is going to have to come up.
Do we have it?
A piece, if anything. Oh, wait, sorry.
Okay.
Just rubs the side of it enough to put it in behind the corner guard, and if
Yeah, but I think just go top 8.
Emily
I
Haupstein
think so.
can make
Yeah.
this draw
and if
here,
you do stop here, that's pretty good.
I'm just thinking for like.
Kara Kesslering is going to be looking at 3 again.
Again.
Hard spot for her to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
If you're here, she can just, yeah.
But then
That's
we
fine.
still get 1.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah, let's put it on the.
I like it.
top button.
We had here on that one.
I like taking. This is an LSD.
Yeah, I like LSD. Sure.
I'll
You
throw
got
it a
it.
bit
Make this
better,
more
but.
Yeah, I think so. You got it, Em.
These kids are too young to know what that sounded like. They're talking about, of course, the last shot draw.
Maybe a
There's
bit
the
more.
draw to the button.
Try to at least tuck a piece
They threw
here.
before the game.
You can go top button, but just biting towards tolerance. Okay, that's fine too. Even top 12.
You got it.
Give you a hair more.
Yeah.
That's more.
Line's good.
Full weight.
Top floor. Stay close.
Full weight.
Line's good. It's all you. Where are we?
Full eight.
Full 8. Right to my broom, guys. Line's really good. Bite of the 4. Right
Full
here.
8.
Little finish if you can. Good, good judge. Nice shot him. 15-6.
Well, the good news for Kara,
I like it.
all you need to do this time is just bite the forefoot, and you can actually see the forefoot when you're throwing this time. A couple of the shots she's thrown earlier, she might have been able to get to where she needed to get shot rock, but she couldn't see it directly.
Got touch 4.
Yes, you know, it's a tough day at the shop when
Yeah.
this is about the best scenario that you've
This is
faced
the
on
best
your
draw
last draw.
versus 3 you've had so far.
Yeah.
I'll try. You're gonna need to touch more.
And it's still a really tough path. I mean, you saw how Emily's came in. By the time you're by the red corner guard, you might have to come by the wide corner guard very tight just to get by the one that Emily just threw.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard. Gotta be full 4. Yeah,
Hard all the way,
line.
guys. Yep.
Yeah, line.
Drag it, guys. You got it.
Yeah, hard.
Rushers were on this stone before it even got off the guard because they had to be for line.
Hard. It's
And Kara is going to come up just a little bit short again. It's going to be another steal of 3. And now an 11-0 lead.
Sorry, I just didn't hear I didn't hear a confirmation, so I didn't want to kick it.
Look under the rock. I think maybe that one picked something
you
up.
were.
So it's 11-0. Haupstein out to a strong start here in this B quarterfinal.
SaskHouses.com is Saskatchewan's website for private home and property sales. We have everything you need to sell your property commission-free. You'll get a listing on the website with lots of pictures, a lawn sign, social media marketing, and everything you need to sell privately. We also offer professional photography and videos, and an easy-to-use offer-to-purchase form. Don't give away your hard-earned equity. Sell privately and commission-free with SaskHouses.com.
Richardson Lighting is a family-owned company brightening the homes of our clients since 1967. We provide lighting for all applications and have a large selection of ceiling fixtures, wall lightings, lamps, exterior lighting, ceiling fans, mirrors, wall art, light bulbs, and more. They also appreciate that every purchase they make is backed by a liberal return and repair policy. We look forward to serving you.
Welcome back, and after another steal of 3 with our feature game getting a little out of hand, an 11-0 lead there for Emily Haupstein, we're going to turn our attention right next door. We've got the other women's event quarterfinal.
And certainly appears no lack of offense in this game with the 3 and 4 pointers getting put up on the board.
Yeah, do you put that one on the coach? Good coaching, you got 3. Not so good coaching, you gave up 4 at the next end. We have seen out of the corner of our eyes a lot of rocks in play on this sheet, and this might be one of the cleanest ends over there. Looking to come around here.
But it's still early. We're only on seconds stones.
I thought they might actually get the split there, but only one of them gets into the rings, I think. We have seen both of these teams. We had Elizabeth Kessel on earlier this afternoon, and in the second draw, the draw last night, the LaChance team was I keep calling her LaChance, the LaSalle team was playing.
Yes, we saw Claudia's team last night in our opening draw.
Last night when they were playing, it was Chantel Hogue. They were playing. They got off to a slow start and then really came on strong in the second half. It was all spurred by a 3-ender that they had going into the fifth end break. So they're a team, you can't sleep on this team in the second half. They, even in their game earlier today, they seemed like they had a better second half, according to what we saw the line score anyway. Do you credit that? Is that the coach's adjustment at halftime?
Sure.
So looking for the hit here, try to roll in. Tessa Silversides with the hit. Rolls over, gets just a piece into the 12-foot, but I don't think she's underneath the other one.
So Claudia asking Alyssa Resch to remove, I think just she's trying for both of them. Can't quite tell with the broom if it's just going for the nose on
and
the
of course
center line.
Don't have mics on these players. It would be tempting, wouldn't it, Susan, to hit the one over to the corner, double them, and perhaps even roll in behind your corner guards.
So Amelia
Looks
Kress
like that's what they're playing.
Madison Ross giving a good sweep.
And just drives it by.
That only just had to come over just a little bit.
Yeah, just a hair more.
Give it a bit of a wiggle. Try to, if nothing else, get your red or your blue rock into a bit of a biter.
The LaSalle team does have last rock here in the fifth end. They've got some stuff built up on the corner if they can get a chance to use it.
So Hannah Rugg and Maya Silverside's giving this a real good scrub.
Great brush to get that by. The stone just biting top 12 and
yeah, nice shot.
Coming around a stone, biting the top 12 and buried full 4. Not sure if you can see enough of that red to make the double. It'll be close. Also looking at playing the blue onto the red, and this could spill something into the behind the corner guards as well. Kind of a 2-for-1 shot. Get rid of the red guard and maybe get a second shot in behind cover yourself. Sweeping to try to get some curl here. This might have been a little bit outside. Needs to hit close to the nose if she's going to roll back to the corner.
Oh, and just about got the nibble with the other little tight corner. But caught a piece of the top 12-foot. Forces Elizabeth to make a play.
And that's important. I mean, if she doesn't get this into the rings, she could have just thrown a straight guard. But you hate to ignore an opposition stone with a 1-point lead. That could end up on the scoreboard.
It was really nice here between draws, as we've talked a lot about the developing here on the junior circuit and all the things that you're learning. Well, this morning's game was the first time that the Kessel team had ever been on a webcast or a TV broadcast or anything like that. So learning to play with the microphones and knowing that your game is being televised. They came up and said thank you to the webcast crew here, to Carrie and the Realcast folks for webcasting their game and how much they appreciated it. So very nice gesture from Elizabeth's team.
Well, I think that's the case for a lot of these teams. They haven't had a chance to be webcast with mics. Some of them do stream some of their own games, usually don't have player mics that way, though. Well,
all the things that you take for granted when, we're broadcasting tankards and Scotties, the experience that these other curlers and players have had under these circumstances. But again, that's why this U21 and other competitions like U18 are so important for developing all those scenarios that you're going to encounter as you progress on the competitive side of this sport.
So Claudia Lascelles here, now with just the one stone in the rings, a chance to play the hit and try to roll behind cover on the corner. This one's really curling across center. She's going to hit it on the other side, roll to the edge of the 8-foot. Does sit shot rock. So Elizabeth Kessel will look to make the hit, and she'd probably like to stay right there, force Claudia to have to make a play on it to get her blank. Both brushers on it, working hard. Wants to hold the shooter if she can. Makes the hit, stays right there.
Yeah, we saw Elizabeth make a lot of very nice hits today. She's got good control of her weight. And we did see this yesterday,
I was just thinking
too.
the same thing.
Team loves to play the inside-out approach, but if you're looking to blank this end, you've got a long way to roll your shoot if you're staying on the broom side.
But my experience with some younger players that you're seeing more and more players that are just more comfortable playing from the inside out, because in today's game where you usually throw that one to the top of the 4-foot, you can't peel towards the 4-foot. You're peeling from the inside out most of the time. So they're very comfortable with these inside-out hits, whereas, the older generation, our generation, we always opted for the short roll to the boards, so we're more comfortable the other way. And there's nothing saying you can't make these shots either way. They're looking for some curl here. That was an awfully quiet wait, and they were looking for curl. I'm not sure they were playing for the blank. That almost looked like she played to take one.
I would think that's kind of what that looked like.
It is. So picks up her single point there. Tied up going into the 5th end break, and when they come back, it'll be the Kessel team with last rock.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, Saskatoon Auto Connection, SaskHouses.com, Boston Pizza Restaurants of Saskatchewan, Richardson Lighting, Sask Camper, SaskTel Max TV, Curl Sask, and Realcast Media.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel, because we're everywhere, keeping you connected to your family and friends, to your history and culture, to those traditions that make us who we are. SaskTel cares, always has, always will, because we're dedicated to our home.
It's a beautiful blend of strategy, skill, and creativity. Curling. But it's our people that make us great. We're a mosaic of countless experiences. We communicate and collaborate. We value new ideas and different perspectives.
I like it.
We learn from our past and from our future. We may even disagree sometimes, but it's in our differences that we can see our strengths. The beauty of our sport is reflected in our people and our values. Regardless of your ethnicity or gender, your abilities, your stage in life, your beliefs, or who you love. The rocks and the ice don't discriminate, and as curlers, we won't either. We will be the change that we want to see in the world. Curling is a place for everyone.
Hey you! Are you looking for a way to give back to the future curling champions of Saskatchewan and maybe win some extra cash? CurlSask is presenting the Junior Curling Online 50-50. With draws happening once a day during the event, there's lots of opportunities to win. All proceeds go back to junior curling in Saskatchewan. Ticket prices are $3 for $10, $10 for $20, and $50 for $50. For more information or to get your tickets, please visit curlsask.ca/curlsask5050.
When you buy a lottery ticket in Saskatchewan, your money really goes a long way. More than 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups receive funding from Sask Lotteries every year.
Well, back on the ice here on sheet 2 from the 5th end break. The LaSalle team taking the single point. Certainly, again, not having mics on these players, we're not 100% sure what the call was, but judging from the way they swept it, it looked like the plan was to take the single all along. It's kind of an odd call in the odd end. You do see some teams try to keep their last rock in the even end.
That's where I was wishing we did have the microphone.
Yeah.
Just wondering what the rationale might have been, because that's certainly not standard play. Most teams work hard to get into a blank situation if they can't build their multiple points.
She had, if you play the top competitive teams on tour, she had the situation she wanted, a chance to blank the 5th and have last rock in the even ends trailing by 1. Would have been a great spot to be.
But again, maybe that's experience and getting games under your belt and getting into those situations more and more and more. This, very young curlers out here that have to learn this all by being out there.
Play in the rings. Just trying to exchange hits here now. They make the hit here, but this one's going to roll out of play. And still just the 4th rock at the end. I expect we'll see a corner guard here now. We're going to return real quickly here to our feature game. Final stone here in the 5th end for Kara. And, I think she might only be facing 1 here. It's no more than 2 for sure. And throwing the wide in-turn draw, going to have to just touch the edge of her own stone and try to chisel it sideways for a single. She has had nothing easy today.
Yeah, line.
Well, it's just one of those.
Place them at the same.
We had said earlier, there just weren't any shots up front coming to help her out here.
Okay,
and
gotta curl
the
now,
Haupstein team clearly having a
Yeah.
really strong game after coming
close
off
here.
of a tough loss.
Push it in, push it in.
Makes the touch and just not
Really
going
good
to touch
try.
it far enough. Looks like it's a steal of one again.
Yeah. What else do I have? That was great for what you did.
And so the Haupstein team now leads by a score of 12-0. That's going into the break. If they're going into the break.
Yeah, that's pretty discouraging when you're on the downside of a big score like that.
So back to sheet 2 with a rollout. Nothing left in the rings now.
Looks like they are shaking hands on the feature game.
Save the juice boxes. Save the juice boxes. We're going to a restaurant. It's time to grab some supper.
So we'll keep an eye on our other women's game here, but we're looking forward to having a quick chit chat with Emily and hear what her thoughts were in this game. It's a great rebound for them after coming off that A semifinal. This will put them into a B semifinal. But they do have the evening off.
So just waiting for Emily to get the headset on.
Yeah, we've got a wide open end on the other sheet there, so nothing too complicated yet to keep tabs on.
You can hear us now, Emily?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You sound so excited.
Yeah, you could sound a little happier about that. We'd be okay. You know, a big game for your team, strong performance. You had them in trouble every end. You guys lose a game, you get mean for the next one.
Yeah, definitely nice to have a strong start and game after a loss.
That's right, because you had so little time to rebound from that game this morning, which was a very well-played game. So what are your thoughts tonight? Here, do you get a bit of a break before you come back for your B semifinal?
Yeah, we're gonna go home. I think we're having lasagnas for supper, so just enjoy the night, sleep in tomorrow, and get ready for our next game.
Is there any chance you're bringing any of the lasagna for the announcers?
Maybe. I mean, maybe if there's leftovers, we'll
see if
get a
something can be
snack.
worked out here. How
Yeah.
important is it in a game like that to have a game where you can keep from having to involve Travis Brown?
Yeah, definitely important. The more he's sitting on his chair, the better.
That's how I feel about that too. Well, you girls certainly had a strong game here, and if you can keep that up going forward, you got a good chance to make it into the playoffs. Congratulations on that win, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
So Emily Haupstein, a winner here in B event action, moves on to the semifinals.
Well, I think that's one thing, too, is these other up-and-coming junior teams are watching the teams like Madison Kleider and Emily Haupstein, certainly two of our more senior junior teams here. They have really good control of different weights out here, and we saw that today with their emphasis on holding the shooter, bringing their weight down, bringing their sweepers into play to make their shots. And that's a big development move that I know Travis and other coaches work on with these teams.
Senior, junior?
Yes. Go work on that one for a while. But does that make
I'm
you a
just
junior, senior when you
I'm
go
having
play?
enough trouble going from one sheet with Kesslering to Kessel on the other sheet. So Kesslering to Kessel, and we seem to keep doing that back and forth. It's 2 draws in a row. We've done that now, and There's still a chance those two teams could play against each other somewhere. I'm going to have all kinds of trouble. Just the one stone in the rings right now.
But it does show, back to my senior junior comment there, we do have a lot of teams out here in that U18 category learning the ropes out here against two of our teams that are in that 2021 year age group and have been playing in juniors in 5 and 6 years. And that experience to me is really starting to show through when you've been out playing on the women's tour and you're now coming back in with that kind of experience into the junior platform.
The rollout allows for a chance to make a play to the corner. Looks like they've called this right into the rings. Probably late enough in the end now. Too late to throw a corner garden and try to set up a deuce. So they'll be happy to run this through and try to blank now.
Well, I wouldn't make any suppositions, but it is a different team.
From what we saw of the Kessel team earlier, I would say that they will play for the blank here in 6.
That is the nice thing with this smaller draw. For many years we had 12 teams coming into our junior provincials, and now we're down to 8, and a little tougher to get here, but it does mean that when the teams are here, we're getting more of a chance to see them more frequently.
Well, and this is our first chance this season to actually do the junior championships, so yeah, you're right. Had we started with 12 teams, it would be a while before we'd get to see a team even for the second time. And we come into this, it's a different feeling for us. We do the men's and the women's, and we have some familiarity with those teams usually coming in. A lot of these players, I've never met most of them, and we certainly don't know what they like to throw, how they like to play. You get to see a few games, and you get an idea of the style of play. And there are differences in the style, perhaps even more pronounced at the junior level, because not even necessarily an ability thing, although some of it is that. There's certain shots that they just can't make yet, but other parts of it comes down to comfort level. If you're just more comfortable with the draw style at this level, you're probably better off to stay with what you're comfortable with, but it is going to change your calls.
Well, and again, too, we're expecting high execution levels from our juniors, but it's an evolution. And, the best of our junior players are playing at maybe 75%, let's say, as compared to we're looking at 85% average for our Scotties level types of teams. So you're working your way up to 3/4 of your shots being made, but to get there, you're going to have a couple of misses type of things. So you're working to get that consistency and making even the basic shots more often, let alone the trickier shots. And to me, the trickier shots are getting that control of your weights.
So it looks like a little discussion here about which side they want to go to. You're just trying to find a spot here where you think you might get a half shot. You'd love to trick Elizabeth Kessel into nose hitting one for you here, get that hammer back. Pressures were on this one right out of her hand.
Well, it's one thing we've seen on this quick ice. A lot of our front ends have been doing a lot of work out here.
They might not have had to work quite that hard on this one. It's going to slide into the tee line, easy enough. Good draw weight. Claudia used her sweepers well last night too. She had good draw weight, certainly for the second half of the game. I was talking to a couple of the fans here in between draws, and I think we're going to see that more and more. The sweepers are catching onto this ice too, not just the throwers, in that it's been so fast. And we did see a lot of rocks in the first couple or 3 games come deep. Some of those rocks were swept because even the sweepers are learning how far can we drag those rocks. And the more reps they get on this ice, the better they'll get at figuring out that we can take these rocks a long ways. Well, looking for the blank, this over curled. They were hoping it would curl enough to roll out the other way. It's going to hit and roll to the button. She will pick up her single point. So there is that little bit of a miscue. And the LaSalle team will get last rock back, trailing by 1, playing in number 7.
SaskHouses.com is Saskatchewan's website for private home and property sales. We have everything you need to sell your property commission-free. You'll get a listing on the website with lots of pictures, a lawn sign, social media marketing, and everything you need to sell privately. We also offer professional photography and videos, and an easy-to-use offer-to-purchase form. Don't give away your hard-earned equity. Sell privately and commission-free with SaskHouses.com.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. I started our service center in 2018 because it's hard to find an auto service shop you can trust. At Auto Connection, our core values are honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're happy to text you photos or videos of your car's problems to help you make better, more educated decisions. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
Tell them Boston Pizza's for dinner. From appies and salads to burgers, pasta and pizza, all delivered to your door. Boston Pizza. Gather round.
Little back-to-back singles in 5 and 6 as Elizabeth Kessel back out in front by 1. It was a single for LaSalle in 5 that looked like she took it on purpose. I think the Kessel single she was trying to blank and just over curled, takes her 1, does have the lead. But now LaSalle with last rock. We'll see if they can't get something going to perhaps score 2 here.
Coach
Center
Garnet
guard.
Sumac doing a great job of handing out the end cards. I've noticed that's been his role when he's down there on these odd ends. Say it's still very different getting used to these coaches standing back behind there, very involved with conversations with their teams. Gloria Resch as Claudia LaSalle's team. She's the other coach back there, but it's definitely Garnet there on our left-hand side that's guarding the scoreboard. So Hannah Rugg looking to follow down and sit on top of that blue LaSalle team.
Didn't see the call. I don't know whether they're trying to move it here or just play the straight freeze. You'd have to move it to get shot rock, but you don't have last rock here. Sitting frozen on a stone like that's not bad. She moves it a little bit.
Yeah, no. Very good opening shots here by our leads. I think that's your better call.
Yeah, I don't love open side. I wouldn't have minded seeing the, assuming it's there, the in-turn draw, try to get to the inside corner of that red stone.
But asking lead Amelia Kreis here to draw T-line side. It's not coming over for them, so she's in danger here of bumping off of that center guard. Rolls over for a bit of a corner. I think again, you know, if she would have come in and sat on that top of the red, right now Elizabeth is looking at red onto blue.
Yeah. I don't know that you need to play it as a run, though. Like, you've got a pretty good setup right now if you're the Kessel team. How are you ever giving up 2? So they're going to chat with the coach about this.
But it's more taking away options from red down the road there and getting into the play there.
Well, I think if you're Elizabeth Kessel, could you not play that same out-turn draw again, come to the face of the red, maybe nudge it up for shot? Well, she's thinking maybe the port. That might work too. Hard to get by your own stone, you would think, with this port, but by the time you're by the blue corner guard... Maya Silverside's on the in-turn draw here. Had to wait for that to get off the blue corner. Now really going to have to go. Got to get by their own. And just missed the sweep call there. Rubs their own stone and slides by the blue to the back of the forefoot. Boy, if she gets by her own stone there, she's got a great shot. And they just... let that one go a little too long.
It looks like Elizabeth's just signaling that she might have just missed that sweep call there at the end. So, the call was the peel.
Well,
good result.
Moved all three red stones, but only gets the guard out of the way, and in so doing, left shot rock exposed. Looks like it's edge to edge. And with the broom placement, I'm thinking they're throwing a little bit of weight here. I don't know if they're trying to get the roll under cover. You could roll away too. You do have to be careful not to jam on the one at the back. Nothing out of the sweeper so far. Wants to get close to the nose. Room by the guard. She's going to make the nose hit. Drives it by the one at the back. And Kessel sits 3. So going to look to make that same hit here. They'd like to get to the inside. A little more ice on this attempt by Madison Ross. They were looking for curl here all the way down. Thought she might get the double, actually jams it on that back stone, and the shooter rolls to the back 12 foot, so it looks like it's still Kessel sitting 2. Elizabeth took a quick look at hitting the blue stone and then realized she was already sitting 2. It's a chance to put some pressure on. Opting to come around the corner here.
Oh, sure. Want to fix this thing?
Looking to come around the corner. This is going to slide a little bit deep. Does get some protection, but it's back 8 foot.
That had top 8 weight. It's amazing as wide as that port looks, how skinny it is, because, you know, that rock being buried, if she'd had 4 feet less weight, it would have been tight to that guard.
We're going to get the coach involved here again. And that hand gesture suggests to me that the call was peel the guard.
Yes.
Close to the guard. Now you want to be careful. You might have a chance to come in off the back of your own blue or push it in. That's one more of those things that you've talked about a few times already, Susan. You got to be aware of those things. There was a chance there. You hit that a little bit thinner, you might get a bonus out of it. And little biters hanging around the outside when you got last rock have a habit of ending up on the scoreboard. So you want to take advantage of the chance if you get it to push a stone like that into the rings. And I don't think they even saw it as a possibility. For now, Kessel sitting 3, looking to guard shot rock. And this is going to be all the way into the rings. Leaves the shot stone exposed. A chance to hit and roll. This is a really thin double that she's looking at.
I know that's, again, the thing about junior curlers is you see a lot of them, it's immediately jumping to the hits and doubles as compared to building a shot or building a situation in a scenario.
I don't mind playing a double or even a hit, but this isn't the double to play. You actually hit this just off the nose. You double off the one at the back 12 foot and your shooter rolls in.
It's the, exactly,
underneath.
it's seeing that, it's not necessarily the
this
double
is
here.
Really tough.
Yeah, it's not the double that's necessary right now. It's positioning your shooter here. Tick, tick, okay. It was positioning your shooter and trying to get it underneath that corner guard setup over there.
Well, she does have the middle open now, so she knows she's going to have a chance to get into that 4 foot area. And that one stone, the stone that's shot rock at the back of the 8 foot, you can see from that angle a little bit undercover. So that's a stone she could try to freeze to, depending on what the Kessel team does here.
Well, that's just it. You're always still looking for opportunities.
Yeah, there's still a chance for 2 there. Elizabeth Kessel with her first stone, looking to draw into the center. If I can find them, I see one. That's your back.
So right on the button. But now still an opportunity to really build on that shot. That's not a very long roll. And I think Elizabeth sees that opportunity. So I think she's just looking to play a nice control weight in turn hit. Would love the roll to really put the pressure on. Does need to keep the shooter in play, facing 3 reds. So looking for the sweep to get it to curl into this rock sitting on the button.
Just needed to curl a little bit more. Makes the hit, jams the second one, but the shooter is going to roll all the way out of the back of the rings.
She had the right idea on that shot.
Yeah, it wasn't off by much. Hit that just a little bit thicker. You stay in behind the corner, and you might have your chance for 2 here yet.
Now, this is a chance where you go again. You don't really want to put this rock back on the button. You'd love to be able to put it just biting the top 8 foot where anything that hits on the nose isn't going to be shot. But Elizabeth already sitting 3, looking to put in this 4th rock and make the Kessel team or the LaSalle team work hard to squiggle out of this end.
Yeah, if you just bite top of the 8 here, She wouldn't be able to nose hit you and be shot rock. She'd have to go around it to draw. You slide a little too deep here, it will give her the chance to play the nose hit. And that's what happens. Comes to the top of the forefoot. Nose hit would get her the single point. Still, you're hitting against 4.
And you just rolled out on that last one, so needs to tighten up the ice. Looks like she's taking a little bit less ice. Has to keep this shooter around somewhere in the 8-foot. But again, you tell yourself you're fortunate to have this shot as compared to if that rock had stopped 4 feet shorter. So, big shot here to
Claudia Lascelles with her final stone here in the 7th end, facing 4, needs the nose hit to pick up her single and tie the game. Throws the quiet weight, gives it to the sweepers.
Hold the line.
Now as this one starts to cross the center, can they hold it?
Well
yes,
done.
they do. Makes the nice hit at the top of the forefoot, picks up her single point. We're all tied up here after 7 ends of play. It'll be the Kessel team with last rock when we come back for the 8th.
When you buy a lottery ticket in Saskatchewan, your money really goes a long way. More than 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups receive funding from Sask Lotteries every year.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
Richardson Lighting is a family-owned company brightening the homes of our clients since 1967. We provide lighting for all applications and have a large selection of ceiling fixtures, wall lightings, lamps, exterior lighting, ceiling fans, mirrors, wall art, light bulbs, and more. They also appreciate that every purchase they make is backed by a liberal return and repair policy. We look forward to serving you.
Carl Sask is hosting a province-wide 50-50 fundraiser. This is your chance to win money while supporting youth curling in Saskatchewan. Ticket prices are $3 for $10, $10 for $20, and $50 for $50. Visit curlsask.ca/curlsask5050 for more information and to buy tickets. Thank you for supporting future curling champions in Saskatchewan.
Well, back to start our 8th end here in Martensville at our junior provincials. B quarterfinals with Kessel versus LaSalle. We lost Sean there for just a moment, but he is found. We have put some mics on our second game here, so we're able to hear what's going on in this very close competition.
Never lost. I always knew where I was.
And it wasn't wishful thinking in the least, Sean. That was a very nice shot by Claudia there to keep her team in this game. A rollout there would have seriously changed the momentum here, but instead we've got a 6-6 score.
And a little rush job to get mics on the skips at least so that we can hear a little bit of what's going on out there. You have to call one or two ends without any mics out there, and you start to realize it's not just a commentator, even a curling fan. It has been a long time since we watched curling on television where you couldn't hear the players.
Well, And that is the beauty about broadcast curling is, as the fan, as the spectator, you feel like you're right on the ice because we're engaged with the curlers as much as they are. And a lot of sports have talked about, the power of that microphone and look at, football and hockey, how they try to mic up some of the players. But here you feel like you're part of the squad when we've got the mics out there.
Hard, Maddie. Hard. Hard, Maddie, you got it. Hard all the way, it looks good. Hard, yes, you got it. All the way, go, go, go. You're good. Shoot. Okay, it's okay.
Well, makes contact with the stone, but just enough to push it over the edge of the 8-foot. Now, the Kessel team look to split the rings.
Right, and that little nudge gives you a little bit more room on that left-hand side for Elizabeth, or on her left-hand side.
Going to put you on the spot, Susan, and it doesn't matter because they've already called it, but would you ever think, if this is still just the fourth stone of the end, would you ever think about guarding your own stone here?
Absolutely, that's a really good call also.
Okay, well.
And we would have seen, if you're playing a team that's really strong, making those doubles, and cross-house doubles, for sure you're throwing up that corner guard. But here you're playing your opposition, and we haven't seen LaSalle's team, with that double capability. So sometimes throwing those guards helps a team that is still developing their hitting game because they duck in behind, and now they've taken the end away. So I think playing your opposition here and their capabilities going to the other side is a very good call.
I just can't help but thinking this goes back before the 5 or the 4 or even the 3 rock. It was always really tough. You always thought it was going to be really tough to try to hold a deuce for 7 rocks if you start splitting the house early.
Nice, that's good.
Normal.
Good start for the LaSalle team trying to get these rocks a little closer together. Makes a nice roll on the first one.
Maya Silverside's looking with her out-turn hip. It'd be nice to come across a little bit and roll it back towards the other side, but just working to get it up to the nose even.
Curl this way.
Makes the hit stays right there. Well, if you want to try the double, they're pretty close together. It's a little thin.
That's right. I like normal. Yeah, like just skim it.
Madison Ross with her in-turn hit.
Okay, yeah.
So looking just for a small piece of the front one, but there is the plan B here. At least got rid of one, but now this gives the Kessel team the chance to split the rings again.
Just a bit inside. Yep, you have room. Hard. Gotta be in. Gotta be in. Hard. Hard, where are you? Where are you? Okay, go hard all the way. Push, 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 hard.
So Hannah and Tessa giving it everything they've got, trying to get it in, but
great sweep. Nice shot.
Really nicely done. Just about even across with the other one. Well done on the sweep. They knew they had to go as soon as she let go.
Yeah.
Well, and back to having the house split, so some work for the LaSalle team to do if they're going to get back to a spot where they might have a chance for a double.
Yep. Hard all the way. Hard, you gotta go. Hard, Maddie, you got it. All the way up, you got it, Maddie. Yes. That's good, nice shot. Good sweep.
Normal.
Makes the hit, stays right there. It is shot rock. Tessa being asked to make a play on this stone. She'd love to hit it right on the nose again.
Oh! No, not yet.
Yeah, well, it was a tough call out there. We've seen it stays fairly straight once it gets out there.
And
Nice
that's
shot.
going to go right by everything.
Kelly, control. You got it, Liz.
Well, from trying to hold a deuce to now you're in a position where you're probably getting forced if they can make the nose hit here. Not a lot of rocks left in the end to try to get a blank.
Caroline's good.
No, so
Pass the
where
curl.
LaSalle's team was trying to group the rocks together, now they'd be quite happy to keep them split far apart, but this one's got to curl quite a bit to
All the way, Maddie, you got
get
it.
up
Looks
to this
good.
red one.
Good shoot.
Just catches a corner of it, but
Loses the shooter out the back.
gives
Yeah, I think you just set it back a bit. All good.
that gives Tessa a second chance. Tessa Silversides a second chance at this stone. I think she's tightened up the ice just a little bit, but
Oh!
I don't think it was the broom on the first shot that created the miss.
It just, we could have had Maddie on it the whole way.
Beauty!
This time makes the hit, stays right there.
She threw that really nicely. Good compensation, good correction from that first throw.
They're fine.
Just the hit, guys. Yeah. I think up just because we were so wide, but I like it. You guys could get it over too quite a bit. So. Okay.
Okay, less than yours, Liz.
Claudia LaSalle, her first stone here in the 8th end.
Hard we up.
Without last rock, facing one, looking to make the hit.
Hard, it looks good, all of you. Hard, it looks good.
Makes the hit and rolls her shooter across to the top of the 4-foot.
A really nice throw, and that kind of weight gives you a really good chance to keep that shooter in play.
What? I smacked her with my broom.
Just normal?
Oh gosh.
Feels great. It's in my pocket, so it's weird.
I could just hear the comment, how does it feel being mic'd up? The skip's the only one that has them now. All those nervous front enders that were nervous when they had to wear the mics in the first game, it's all on the skip now.
Hard! 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 Bit of a roll if you can. Had a roll. Hard, hard, hard.
Makes the hit,
Great sweep
rolls
throws.
just to the other side of the 4-foot, just changing that shot up a little bit.
Yeah. Thanks. I didn't really care.
Okay, guys.
I
just
kind of
the,
slid weird too, so.
Same weight. I like the weight.
Claudia LaSalle now with her final stone will look to make the hit. She'd like to stay somewhere. Now, 2 ends ago when she had the chance to decide where she wanted to draw, came to this side hoping for the half shot and got it. She might like the
Hard
nose
is
hit
good.
here, try to put it in that
Hard,
same
you
area.
got it. Just clean.
Nice
That's
shoot.
what she gets.
That's good.
We want that roll out, hey?
My pants are falling down. My pants are falling down. Oh my god.
So looking for the
Pardon?
blank.
I think roll out we want. We need Yeah, we gotta get 2. Off right away, yeah. I agree.
Well, no indication if she's inside, outside, on target.
Nothing early out of the sweep. Looking for the blank here. Makes the hit. Now are they going to make the roll
needs a hard
out?
scrub to get to the boards. Gets there.
So we do have a blank end here in the 8th end. We're all tied up. Elizabeth Kessel will keep last rock into the 9th.
Great.
SaskHouses.com is Saskatchewan's website for private home and property sales. We have everything you need to sell your property commission-free. You'll get a listing on the website with lots of pictures, a lawn sign, social media marketing, and everything you need to sell privately. We also offer professional photography and videos, and an easy-to-use offer-to-purchase form. Don't give away your hard-earned equity. Sell privately and commission-free with SaskHouses.com.
Ninth end just underway. Sean Joyce, Susan Lang here with you from the Martensville Curling Club for the Provincial Junior Curling Championships. It is women's action underway this afternoon. Our feature game ended a little bit early, so we're covering the other women's B quarterfinal that's on here this afternoon. And all tied up after 8 ends of play. You have to think a mistake here to start this 9th end as the first stone brought into the rings, and that gives the Kessel team a chance to play the hit, and they might love to blank here if you give them the chance. She was talking about as she got into the hacks to throw the last one, they discussed possibly taking one. She wants the chance for 2, but if you're tied up coming home,
I like the same
you no longer have to worry about 2.
Yell at us. Is Hannah's weight down?
Kayline's good, all you.
That one really moved.
To my broom. Okay, that's good.
So trying to drop
Maddie,
this
close.
rock short of the rings here, so it can't be
Maddie,
removed
close.
from
Get
play.
it over. All right, guys, it looks good. Okay, over and off, over and off. That's good. Nice shot.
12-8.
Get the corner guard up this time. Now
I think 12-8.
they're going to look to ignore that draw to the corner.
Yeah, she's called this one in, so puts the pressure on about if you're going to use that center guard for a steal or not.
Wait only, 12-8. 12-8. Line's good, line's good. Hard, girls.
Well,
Nice
if you want
shot,
2
Hannah.
points, that's not a bad place
I like
to
the draw. What turn
put
do you
that
like?
rock.
Okay.
Certainly an animated conversation going on back there
Yeah.
amongst the coaches. I'd been chatting away there about sun some issue there.
Okay, line's good.
I don't think it was a very serious issue.
No, but it's been
Okay, line's good, all you.
quite lengthy.
Line's good. I got 13. Okay.
Well, the come around attempt a little bit deep and through the back.
Do you think we should peel?
Yep. Well, they probably weren't asking me, but
I like it. What turn do you like, Maya? I like this one.
yeah, I like this turn too because you really didn't want that corner guard on the last one.
No, yeah.
You might get a bonus here where you come across the top of that stone and push it into the rings. Even if you kill it, it's not bad. Make the peel on the center guard first.
Just on your release, Maya.
And just a little back and not going to make contact at all.
Sorry.
All good.
Okay, I like this.
So back to where we were 2 shots ago. Trying to
Just a little less, you got it.
have an out-turn draw come in around, bite the top 4 foot.
No.
Even if she just got full top 12 here, you would expect perhaps that Kessel might still try to peel the guard, and you could use that rock in the 12 foot. Come around and maybe still steal a point here.
Well, again, the lure of drawing the button, is this case not where you really want to be.
Line's good.
You take the button here, though.
Line's good.
I mean, you wouldn't
could
give it
talk
away,
Kessel
but
into playing a draw.
Back 8, probably. It's over
but
curling.
again, it's being
okay.
that short of the button on the
Yeah,
center
it did.
line is powerful.
Weight wasn't bad. It definitely maximum weight you would have liked, but the bigger problem is it curled out the other side. And do you ever play the hit and roll behind the corner here? It's there. You're not playing with a lot of rings, but it is there. If you don't think you're going to get the blank, might be a chance to set up a deuce here.
Oh! Yep! Hard! Hard!
We're on this one early.
Whoa!
Room by the guard. Looks like they're trying to roll behind center. No.
Roll. Nice shot, Maya.
You know, if they stay on that, she's got the roll behind the corner.
I like control.
Yeah, had a chance to roll it a little bit further.
Not bad where it is. Might leave her the chance to the blank, although it's a lot of rocks to come to stay out from behind cover.
Okay, has to curl. Hard, Maddie. Yep, hard all the way. Hard. Hard, get the roll if you can. Keep.
Alyssa Resch with the hit stays right there.
Normal.
Again, always nice to notice the contrast here. We've got the Kessel team playing outside in and LaSalle out or inside out.
We're starting to get to learn the ice every which way.
Whoa! Yes!
I don't know which way she was playing the roll here, or if she wanted to hit right on the nose.
Nice shot.
That's what they got, is the nose hit. I wonder the way she called that last one, if she's trying to keep this rock in the open as long as she can, thinking that maybe she'd get the blank out of it.
Yeah, I gave you a little more.
She certainly called that one like she didn't want to roll one way or the other. She's right in the middle of those 2 guards right now. It's as long a roll as she could make it either way.
Well, it's getting now, at least, though. The roll is going to stay above the tee line, too.
Hard. 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 It looks good all the way. Hard, you got it.
A really good scrub here.
Okay, whoa. Shoot. Hey, that's
They maybe over-scrubbed that one. Trying so hard for the roll, they forgot to stick around.
12, 8.
Well, a chance to go back on the offense here. Draw around that corner guard.
Line's good.
Yeah.
Tee's good.
I thought it was gonna go like right away. So
Room.
I know. Oh.
Wait only. Wait only. Room. You're both there. Back's okay. That works.
Comes to rest back 12.
Can we see any of it? I don't know. I think the draw.
See just about all of it,
Right?
if not all of it.
This turn. Okay. That turn? Let's do this one. Sorry. I know the.
This was the risk in the Kessel team playing around the corner, is if you made it good. And yes, that's deep, and she could probably see it, but there was always the risk they're going to come right around the center and try to steal this end.
Do you? Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to see a blank
Yeah.
here if you're
He's
the
like 4.
LaSalle team.
No, and this is one way to make sure that doesn't happen. They just played this. They know how
Yeah,
much it's going to
I
curl.
like it, yeah.
Their last draw attempt here, I believe it was Tessa's. She had a nice weight, but came out the other side. So she's opened up the broom here a little bit, trying to stay on the broom side of this long center guard.
Okay, might be a little down. Okay, line's good. All you. Line's good.
It's going to be tight by the guard going by, so it's going to start to come out the other side.
Yeah, so as soon as
That just like
Just
curls.
hoping for that rock to stop when it started to curl past the guard.
That's hilarious.
She maybe left half of it
That
behind
just
cover.
went.
Oh, no, less than half.
I think so.
Just about
Maybe a touch more.
fully open.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's hard to learn that you had to clear that guard by 1.5 feet anyway to hope to stay behind
You
it.
got it.
She went by about 3 or 4 inches, but so we can see the result. Big curl into the house, and she has a chance here
I
to
think so.
come around,
Okay.
hit and roll over.
Play dice.
But again, that guard is in your shot line. You have to just pretend it's not there.
Room. Never.
Brush could have picked this up early. Maybe they thought she was a little light, but this is not moving.
Hard.
And now it is in behind the guard.
We're just jumping it too soon.
That's one of those standing in the house. You're going, I think we're
Probably
better
like
off to miss
here.
this shot.
Maybe a
Sweeping
little
to
more,
get
I
it to
don't
go
know.
past.
Okay.
Did you say on? Oh. I should have told you it sets back a little
Okay,
bit.
guys, go right down to that red one.
Oh, you want to play like freeze?
Yep. Okay. Even if we tap it out, that's fine. Okay. Sounds good.
Well, that's one call, but
Yeah,
the
you
other
could-
is you could come right down on that blue one of yours and
But I think I know what she's thinking here. You know, when they rub that over, they put it dead behind the guard. It is buried from both sides. You've got no shot at it.
But-
And the last 2 draws that they actually made the draws
Yep.
poked out in the
It
open,
looks
and
good.
you don't want to leave a double here.
Sliding.
no, but my point
Sliding.
is you know exactly now what
Sliding.
it's going to
Line's
do,
good.
and if you sit another one on top, you
Sliding's
really
good.
cut the rings down for her to get one.
But if your key is just to make sure you get the force here,
It looks good.
this is
You
your safest
accomplished.
way.
Come on,
Either
guys.
you're not going to leave her a double playing over here.
And you now forced to draw to the 4 foot here.
Would we rather give up one or would we rather take
I
one?
was wondering if this question
Yeah,
would get
time.
asked in a junior team, and they're going to bring the
Okay,
coach into the
rather
discussion.
Giving up one or taking one. I haven't thrown a draw in a while though. That's the problem. I haven't thrown a draw in a while.
I still like the draw. Try for the one, and if you're light or heavy, then we come home with hammer.
I
Okay.
think you're
I say
drawing
we should
either
try
way.
for it, though.
Do we draw this way or do we draw this way?
Well, I come in.
I say this way.
Okay.
And you can always rub off that blue
'Kay.
to the 4 foot also.
Okay. I like it. Okay, you guys like to draw? Yeah. I think we need about there. Yeah.
Well, if you haven't thrown a draw for a while, you better do it in the 9th end, so you're not sitting there in the 10th end going, I haven't thrown a draw in a while.
I'm not sure what
yeah,
choice
you're never
she
getting
had.
out both of those gone.
She, that blue, that freeze that Claudia just threw, that is dead lined up. Like, you can try to hit that, but it's probably not going anywhere. And if you roll out, it's still 2. So I think you were always drawing. It's just a question of where.
Yeah. Yep. Mine's good.
Final stone here for Elizabeth Kessel. 9th end.
Good.
Tie game, facing 2.
Wait only! Gonna move about now! Mine's good!
Needs full 4 foot to pick up her single.
Sit.
The line's good, but this is going to slide a little too far for 1. Now, will it stop in time to hold it to just a single steal? It does. So she gives up the 1 point. Claudia Lascelles will take a 1 point lead into the 10th end, but it'll be Elizabeth Kessel with last rock, needing 2 for the win.
It's a bit too heavy. I don't know.
Hey you! Are you looking for a way to give back to the future curling champions of Saskatchewan and maybe win some extra cash? CurlSask is presenting the Junior Curling Online 50-50. With draws happening once a day during the event, there's lots of opportunities to win. All proceeds go back to junior curling in Saskatchewan. Ticket prices are $3 for $10, $10 for $20, and $50 for $50. For more information or to get your tickets, please visit curlsask.ca/curlsask5050.
Viterra is proud to support Saskatchewan curling through our partnership with CurlSask. This includes being the presenting sponsor for the Viterra Scotties Tournament of Hearts, an excellent showcase for our world-class curling talent. We also support community curling for people of all ages, including several youth clinics across the province to teach our next generation of lifelong curlers. Through our ongoing support of CurlSask, we hope to continue growing the sport of curling in Saskatchewan, because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
SaskHouses.com is Saskatchewan's website for private home and property sales. We have everything you need to sell your property commission-free. Don't give away your hard-earned equity. Sell privately and commission-free with SaskHouses.com.
Well, Elizabeth Kessel, before she threw that final stone, they did have a little chat about would they like to give up one or take one. So it was something she had in the back of her mind, at least, and she gives up the single.
Again, that was a rough 9th end for Elizabeth. There was that opportunity to hit and sit 2 and get that 2-ender that they were striving for in the 9th. So she has to rebound from that. I thought she threw that last draw very nicely. Like, clearly has a bit of an ability to toss a bad shot and focus on the next one. So that's an attribute that you always aspired for.
You gotta be above tee. Above tee. Never.
The call was corner guard. And it's
15,
maybe
10.
the sweeper's indicating this might be in, so.
Just here. Keep it in, keep it in, keep it in. That works, I shot.
I like going in.
So Amelia
we're
Price
inside.
looking to draw around her guard.
we're
Not quite a center guard, just off the center.
And this one's going sideways already.
Let's
this
tap
might be
on the nose.
a plan B. Try
Whoa,
to tap
whoa,
it
whoa.
straight back.
Hardless. All the way. Yeah, we have lots of weight, so.
It's going to hit a little thin. Drives it into the corner of the 12-foot, and her shooter rolls over for a corner guard.
Do we just hit this one? Normal? This is. That's not. We gotta hit more right there. Gotta hit in more. Normal.
Yeah, and the coach not happy with this call. I think you got to throw the corner guard here.
We are. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Garnet Zumac, long
Yeah.
time curler.
8 foot.
Knows the game very well.
But he's coming around the blue corner guard. I don't like this call either. This is where you'd need to throw. This is your last free guard. Throw a corner guard.
Again, he's managing his team.
Are we
in? There are options.
Yep. Hard line.
This is just, you're grouping your stones. You're coming around the opposition stone.
Weak.
And on top of that, just to pile it
Yeah,
on,
we're
this
gonna
one's going to
hit
slide
theirs.
through the back of the
But
rings.
through weight, we could have topped it
Feel
out.
like this, Maddie.
And now with no free
Do
guards
you
left,
like normal or control?
they're going to hit that red stone and
Okay, normal.
try to hold for the force here, and they'd have last rock in the
Yeah,
extra
it's
end.
gonna curl.
Yes, that was a rock that I know Hannah would love to have back, because just anything, even over the hog line, anything in play is going to help.
Needed to be the corner guard there.
Lissa, hard. You got it.
But again, it's 10th end, it's junior
Hard, you got
provincials,
it. You
the
got it all the
adrenaline,
way.
it's
Nice
just
shot.
learning
That's
to
good.
control all that.
Makes the hit. The shooter will roll all the way
Nice
across
shot.
and out the back.
Same thing. Mine's good. Gotta be 8. Yep.
So-
Hard. Line's good. Line's good. Wait only.
Maya
Yeah,
looking
hard.
to find that T-line weight, get around.
Push hard all the way.
This one made a big move early,
Keep
and
going. Keep going. Keep going
I'll
hard.
be honest, to me, it didn't look natural.
All right,
This
you're
might have
good.
picked.
Nice try, Ma.
I think go in. You
It's a usable stone for them, though.
I was going to say it's turned out well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Has to be careful how she clears this.
Exactly. This is a tricky rock to peel. It would be easier if you were comfortable playing from the outside in. That has not been their
No,
preferred method on these
No,
hits.
it's not their MO. They like this
Okay,
inside
yeah,
out.
hard, Mia. Hard.
And you certainly can make it this
You
way.
will.
It's just a little trickier.
Okay, that's good. Just replace
When
it.
that started to curl,
That's good.
good plan
Maybe
B
it's
call
over
on the
here.
line call to make sure that curled far enough not to jam it in off the blue. Yes, you've left two corners, but if she hits that a little on the outside, she could have jammed it off the blue into the rings, and you'd be drawing to sit 2 right now.
But a nice situation here forming for the Kessel team with that staggered setup
Yeah.
here on those corners.
Line's good. Okay. 8. Line's good. Gotta move. You're about there.
We're hearing back 12 from our sweepers.
We had the Kessel team this afternoon, and I've learned to recognize that handout.
So I wonder if something just didn't happen to her first rock, that she thought she had to throw more weight there.
Yep.
And clearly did not have to.
Do you like this turn? Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So another chance to make the peel, this time coming from the outside in.
But at least no,
Get the roll,
if you're
Maddie, get
jamming
the
rocks,
roll.
it's your own. Or they're
it's
your own.
just thinking it actually this was the time that the other turn was kind of indicated.
So still 2 corner guards for use, but in a line, so the little narrower path in the house to bury a stone here.
Line's good.
Tessa Silverside's
See
now
it?
the one
Weight
looking to
only.
find that top 8-foot weight.
Room. Yep, hard line.
Yeah, looks like there's room, but we know it curls hard coming off the line.
Push hard. You got it. Keep going hard. Hard. Get it. Hard.
And on sheet D, the
Nice
final
shot.
rock.
Good suit, girls.
For the
You like the
Heat
control?
team. They were facing one. I
like
think
that.
that was a hit for 2, but he's rolled too far. So I think picks up the single there, and that'll leave him up by 2 coming home.
Okay, Maddie. Hard, Maddie, you got it all the way. You got it. No.
Makes the hit, rolls across all the way out the rings and to the divider.
Same thing. Yeah, I just did. Yep.
Good try, Liz. I think you just
I just extended.
Yeah.
It was just very positive.
So
No,
this
that's
is just
okay.
a little bit more ice here
No,
to
that's good to know.
try to get around this corner guard.
Line's great. Yep.
This is curling early too, and that's usually an indication might have rolled this over a little bit.
I don't think it has a lot of weight
All right, over
either.
and off.
No. I think the critical part of that is over.
Good sweep.
Well, decision time now
Okay.
for LaSalle.
Just testing.
Yeah,
Time
she was
out,
going up to
exactly.
peel, and the coach is going to call us. I don't think you're going to be able to make a triple peel if you can't peel them all. Maybe you got to come around or draw corner 4-foot on the open.
I like the corner on the 4-foot open. Too many ways for this red rock to ricochet off.
There's that too.
Some blue rocks here.
Well, how are you going
Yeah.
to peel all 3 of them?
I agree, yeah.
We just behind the guards then, or in the center? No, just behind.
The guards, yeah. Yeah, so like here.
Okay, what the coach is talking about, that's Gloria Resch, the coach,
Yeah.
talking about coming in,
Probably like
not
here,
really
it
so much
curls a
trying
lot.
to bury this as get a piece in underneath high to choke off the corner guard.
Exactly. You're taking away this shot from your opposition.
And you're right, the other option would have been open 4-foot, the
Yeah,
other
like it
side,
too.
so that a draw around the corners wouldn't be shot rock.
But then you're left with that dilemma. Do you chase them? Do you put a
Yep.
guard on your rock you just
Yeah, I'll
threw?
call for line back here.
It's never a bad thing to put a dilemma in the other skip's mind. Claudia has had nice weight, and I think, the biggest part of that is, for the most part, and here they're waving it off, I was going to say, for the most part, she has thrown these draws to the brushers. And here, she maybe left the brushers out of this one. It's going to slide a little bit deep.
Okay, that works.
Boy, she had great line. You put that in the front 4-foot, or pardon me, the front 8-foot, and now you can't come around. She's got a freeze available now. Taking a look in at sheet A.
Josh Bryden looking like he has to double, triple, do all sorts of fancy things. That
Was facing, I think, just one, but the only way he could get it out was the double. So it looks like it's going to be a steal and the fist bumps.
So that keeps the Benoit team alive in the B semis. Josh will have to drop down to a C event game.
That's pretty good here.
Little full.
Well,
Elizabeth
a
Kessel with
chance.
her first stone. Still a chance to set up a deuce. And I think what they've
That's
called
right.
here was the freeze. She could go straight around the guards, too.
Line's good. Move. Gotta move. Only go if you need the weight. Hard.
Oh, if they lost it here
Yeah,
for
I
the
don't
weight.
know. I'm thinking, only go if you need the weight is what I heard. And I'm thinking, well, you need the weight. And nobody was going.
Yeah, we are one.
Because
All good.
I want the roll.
But talk about putting dilemma in mind of your opposition skip.
Yeah, we could
Play the hit on this and jam it on the back one, you could lose. It is close enough you could split it. They're going to bring the coach in here.
Or the control and roll.
Okay. Because
You draw the open side and sit 2.
Well, you'd hate to leave a double to lose.
Yeah.
I know, that's the thing, we're just playing on the end line with him.
Yeah. What do you guys?
I think we do. And try and
Okay,
get that
just-
little roll to try and be on center. You know what I mean? Okay. Just control.
I
Okay.
think if you're hitting this, you're just picking it, making sure you don't jam it on that back one. When I hear play for the little roll to the center line,
I think so. If we
that's
could
dangerous.
get the little roll, that would be ideal. But yeah.
I think not hitting
Even
the
if
blue one
it's
at
a
the
little
back
up,
would
it
be
should-
ideal.
Well, again, this is confidence in what you want to throw. There were a couple of options, and so you go with what your instincts tell you.
Hard. Hard. It looks good. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Really got to
holding
go
it.
to avoid the jam. Oh, great job by the brushers to hold that line. Just gets over the top of the stone at the back.
Just think straight, draw this way.
Good see.
Okay.
And left that rock in a bit of a precarious spot there.
Oh,
They've
you're
got
going
to
that
navigate
Leaves
out
her
of
the
the
same
port.
draw, or she could go wider and play to the edge of the forefoot. She did just throw this draw. It, granted, came up a little bit light, but that's the other thing as a skip. Now you know what the adjustment is to get this stone 3 or 4 feet deeper and pick up your single. Not just for the thrower, also for the brushers. They just saw this
I
path.
think that one was curling much. Like you were on it, and then we were off. I don't think I picked. I just think it was the weight. Like it was just didn't sweep it.
So again, a valuable conversation, but maybe that might not be the particular spot to have that. Got to be sitting in the hack here, concentrating on how to get this rock to the 8-foot.
Well, what I took out of that conversation is they're not 100% sure what they have to do to make this shot.
So far, it looks pretty good.
But she figured it out, comes down to the back stone, nudges it back. She will take her single point, and we're headed to an extra end. We'll have that for you after this short break.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel, because we're everywhere, keeping you connected to your family and friends, to your history and culture, to those traditions that make us who we are. SaskTel cares, always has, always will, because we're dedicated to our home.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. I started our service center in 2018 because it's hard to find an auto service shop you can trust. At Auto Connection, our core values are honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're happy to text you photos or videos of your car's problems to help you make better, more educated decisions. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
When you buy a lottery ticket in Saskatchewan, your money really goes a long way. More than 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups receive funding from Sask Lotteries every year.
Richardson Lighting is a family-owned company brightening the homes of our clients since 1967. We provide lighting for all applications and have a large selection of ceiling fixtures, wall lightings, lamps, exterior lighting, ceiling fans, mirrors, wall art, light bulbs, and more.
SaskHouses.com is Saskatchewan's website for private home and property sales. We have everything you need to sell your property commission-free. You'll get a listing on the website with lots of pictures, a lawn sign, social media marketing, and everything you need to sell privately. We also offer professional photography and videos, and an easy-to-use offer-to-purchase form. Don't give away your hard-earned equity. Sell privately and commission-free with SaskHouses.com.
Well, there's Garnet Zumak, guarder of the scoreboard, putting up that single point in the 10th. Really nice shot there by Elizabeth to extend this game.
The teams have a little bit of a chance to get together before they play the extra end. They would have talked about how they want to approach this. And one thing I'm pretty sure they probably didn't want the first one to be a halfway guard, and that's what they've got. Makes it a little tough to throw two guards.
Attempt not to fall.
Okay, line's good. Has to curl. Maddie close. Maddie close. Okay, hard.
But this is the
Hard,
third
guys,
time
get
that
it over
we've
as much as
looked
you
at the
can.
LaSalle team, and,
Hard,
and
guys.
clearly they do like the
get it
second
over.
half of the game. This is
Like
the
here,
third time
if
in a
we
row
can.
we've seen them where they've had a
get it
very
out.
strong second half.
They like the second half, and if you give them a microphone,
Good try.
they're going to milk it for 11 ends.
12? I think we gotta go this turn though.
I know, I thought it's...
That's middle guard, we gotta put one in.
They're getting their maximum TV time allowed.
Mine's good.
Hannah Rugg
Okay,
looking
12.
to,
Mine's
she's
great.
trying to
Then
come
yeah,
around.
You gotta
I
go.
think the come around, the first guard was right halfway. It's hard to throw a second one and get separation. But you know, you get this top 12, even maybe biting the 8-foot dead in line, it can still be used as a second guard.
Yeah, but for sure they've got to get it past. They don't want it to do anything.
And now stop. You don't want it to come out the other side.
Nice one. Great sweep, girls.
Okay, I think we throw like back line at that one. I like this. Okay, line's good. Has to curl. Yep, hard. Yeah, go straight. Hard. Yeah, you're very close. No. I don't think it has enough weight though. Nice shot. I really like that. That's really
It's a great
good.
tick shot.
Yeah, it was a good call, well thrown. If you get by, you push that red stone. You wouldn't have got it through, but you'd have got it out into the open. Maybe roll your shooter in behind the corner. And plan B, ticking that guard and not removing it so it doesn't go back. That's a good shot.
Mine's good. Hey, where?
And with this one being the fifth stone of the end, if they guard now, you can start hitting things.
Never. Never. We gotta move still. We still gotta move. There's no bump. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Out
Okay,
Well,
Maddie, we
not
want to
the
hit
way
it
they
like
had it
this
in mind,
side.
but by getting frozen, at least it makes it
I
tough
like
to get the
normal
double.
peel.
It's there. We're going to see if Madison Ross can throw it hard enough to make a double on two frozen stones like that. Well, she's got some good weight on this one.
Hard. No, Alyssa. Hard.
Early sweep was for
Okay,
curl.
sorry,
She really
Madison,
didn't need the
that's
curl. Going to make the nose hit. Rolls off of it.
Do we normal it or we to go with the guard?
This comes down to patience. You guard here. Not that you expect to steal with that rock, but if you play this tap back too early, you're going to leave them too many chances to make a double, and then your end is gone.
Do you like time?
Meanwhile, on sheet B, sheet D, the men's game,
Guard. Okay, guard. 2.
Matthew Druitt's trailing by 2.
Needs this tricky double to get the tie.
I guess that means that stone at the back
It's just
is
biting.
Okay.
Just barely biting.
This is a tricky double to get both reds to go away and hold his shooter.
Logan Eade had tried, you can see the rock just out front top 12. He had tried to draw to sit 3.
Makes the hit, catches the second one.
And they get that rock out, but not quite.
Doesn't get it out, the shooter rolls away. So it's actually a steal of 1.
Nice shot.
Logan Eade will win that game. Moves on in the B event.
I like the
That drops the Druids team down to the C.
Okay.
Yep.
And leaves just this game to be decided here in this afternoon's draw.
I don't know. Okay. Control. It'll move.
So we do have that center guard up front that there are ways to peel it out of there.
This is the one in the 12-foot is not the one that's hurting you.
All the way, head down, hard.
Just gets by the guard and makes contact with that stone top 12.
I think we gotta do this.
Sorry.
No. Quick snap of
James Gordon
ice
sneaking
maker.
some camera time for himself too.
Well, as we've commented a couple of times, fabulous job with the ice conditions here at Martensville. Quick ice, lots of curl, doesn't break down.
For the Kessel team here.
Nice shot.
You almost don't want to play that hit, but you've got no way to get around your center guard right now. You needed to find a way to get in there, and she would have liked to roll. She's got a tap available right now.
We are one.
Okay, it's nice to control at least half of the
and the wind
house
up,
there.
But the wind up, you just basically go out, throw some, like do turkey, drink, ruffles, and then we were skating after on the ice.
Time. Sorry. Do you like the peel or the hit? The red hit or the peel?
Okay, go.
Okay, let's hit.
And again, this isn't the rock that's hurting you. You're almost at the point now, though, if you're going to hit these rocks in the 12-foot, you've got to stay there so that you don't give her a port to get to the 4-foot.
Okay, has to curl. Has to curl. You're good.
Wants to stay right there. You don't want to roll.
Nice shot. Get the roll if you can. Okay, that's good.
But just where those corner guards all are, it's tricky to draw in. The port, just with the swing, isn't quite as wide as what it looks. Hitting and rolling is kind of...
It's a lot wider there now than it would be if you'd have stayed on the nose.
That's true.
Yep. Whoa.
But we'll see where this rock ends up.
Hard. Whoa.
It's going to roll just into the open on the other side.
Had the right idea.
That does definitely look like it's opened up an intern draw path.
And again, you can sort of understand getting rid of shot rock, but it's that center guard that could potentially come back to haunt.
Okay, Maddie. Hard, Maddie, you got it. Looks good all the way. Whoa.
Makes the hit this time. The shooter's going to roll all the way out of play.
I think here.
That didn't take any time making this decision. She's got basically 2 center guards.
Exactly
to
what I was thinking. That one in the
around.
tight 12 works for a second center guard now. I thought when she went down to the other end, she had more ice indicated than this. Tessa was still putting a rock in the back corner.
Yep.
So this is where it's a good thing she drew in that 9th thing, because she'd said she hadn't drawn for a while, and she was drawing against the 2 and just came in back 4 foot or back 8 foot. So hopefully can draw on that experience and put this one top 4 foot.
Mine's rock. We're too late.
Still got a lot of room coming by that stone at the top of the 12 foot, and this might be a little strong.
Sorry, girls.
It just puts that through the back of the house.
But it shows how small that port is. If that was top 4 foot weight, it would have still been very tight
I kind of like the
to
peel.
the top 12 foot blue rock.
I like the peel.
Yeah, I like it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, just the peel. We have lots of time to.
Actually, the only thing you want to make sure of here is that you're
Oh, very good.
thin enough to get it over the top of the other red stone. You don't care if your shooter comes into your own blues on the broom side, but you'd hate to fluke something off, jamming the red onto the red and maybe spin something back closer to center.
And to your point, just.
Oh, just. That was so close to pushing that in towards the middle.
Okay, same ice.
Okay.
But you know, the credit there, Alyssa Resch, she was on top of that call. I mean, the weight or the line call she was making, she knew she was panicked. You could tell in the voice. She knew they had to hit that thin. She was aware.
Yeah.
All right, so needing to take a few feet of weight off of this shot. Needs the same line that she had. She had great line.
Yeah. Because if we miss the. Oh my god, I keep. Wait.
Taking an extra deep breath, that's always a good idea on these big pressure shots. Okay, so to stay in the game here.
You gotta have less. Mine's rock. Whoa! Wait only, wait only! Wait only! Okay, hard
You
then!
got to bury it. If you have to go deep, that's fine. Oh, she's got nice line coming by.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Bring this right into the top of the button. Oh, they maybe let that die.
No, that's okay. So like here.
That's right, because with that saver at the top of the 12
Yeah,
foot, you don't
she
have to
doesn't-
keep your shooter here. Yeah, they could have just brought that another couple inches, and then she would have had to maybe play the raised takeout.
Yeah.
But still, a tricky shot here.
Yeah, she can only see half of it.
I'm throwing like probably
But with
the
that
same way, like a peel
bonus
almost,
of
but
not having to keep the
normal.
shooter gives you
I
a
think
couple
so,
more
normally.
weight options.
No.
But still, it's for the win and to stay in the B side. Same thing, an extra couple seconds here in the hack.
Claudia Lascelles needing the hit. Doesn't have to stay. Extra end.
Hard, you got it!
Has second shot at the top of the 12 foot if they can remove shot rock.
Seems to be
She'll
staying
pick up
out
the
there
win.
for her.
They're sweeping for the curl here.
For the, oh.
And it goes right by everything. It will be a steal of one. And Elizabeth Kessel and her team picks up the steal, the win here in the B event quarterfinals. They'll move on to the semis.
Good game.
And that concludes all of the action here at the 4 o'clock draw, or the 4:15 by the time we actually got started. That's with these 4 game days and a couple of long games, it does push the starts back a little bit. And I would think, given that the next draw was supposed to start at 8, we might be on time for that one. We'll have that one for you 8 o'clock. We're going to have the A final from the boys' side. And just before we wrap up here, we'll recap all of the scores in this 4 o'clock draw. You saw the tail end of most of these games. Bernath, a 10-4 winner over Bryden. The Kessel team stealing a point over LaSalle for an 8-7 win in the game we just finished. Our original feature, it was Emily Haupstein with a 12-0 win over Kesslering. And Eid, 7-4 winners over Druids on sheet D. And that concludes the action here at the 4 o'clock draw. We will be back with you shortly. 8 o'clock, it's the boys' A final. Hope you'll join us.